capital city. Tallahassee begins to stir. Lights flicker on inside the grassroots coffee studios. Coffee brews. Microphones wait. Soon, stories will be shared. Laughter will echo. And the day's conversations will come to life. At the center of it all, one familiar voice.
Good morning, Tallahassee.
Guiding listeners through the culture, the characters, and the moments that make this city unique. This is The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Good morning, Tallahassee. It's time to kickstart your day with real conversations, real laughs, and real people. It's time for the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get this day started. Starring your host, Greg Tish, voice of the capital city. We've got the news, the talk, the laughs, and a little something extra to get your morning going. And now, here's your host, Greg Tish.
Good morning, Tallahassee. Good morning, Apalachicola. Good morning, Carabel, Thomasville, Mount Dora, and Cincinnati. Currently, 78 degrees in the capital city. Going to be a high of 97. That's just the temperature. I think with the heat index, it's going to be like 204. Tomorrow, 75 and 94, 75 and 92 on Sunday. Ryan Gold. We'll have your official weather forecast throughout the show. You okay in there, Jason Taylor?
Yeah,
good
man.
Morning.
Doing good.
You doing good?
Doing good, man.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah? What you got going on in there?
Let's see. Not much. Just, getting the day started, putting the weather in, tweaking the log, just the typical stuff.
Just good fun stuff. Day was good yesterday.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. And the Tater Meister did okay?
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Good.
He kind of shadowed me.
Oh, that's nice.
Shadowed me a little bit.
A little too close?
No, not too bad at all. And it doesn't smell bad. That's the thing.
Okay, he smells delightful.
When you got to be in a room with somebody, they've got to smell good. Smells are the thing.
And not too much cologne or perfume.
No cologne.
That's instant headache.
Yeah.
Instant headache when everybody does that. It was a good day yesterday. Was able to go run some errands. Went by Dick Mondell's.
Nice.
Hung out with the crew a little bit.
Cool.
And got to hear people giggle as they ordered.
Yeah. Right.
So that's always the funnest part.
Very
But
nice.
so I put them on the Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food because I got restocked with the gift cards.
Nice.
I got to go by Canopy Road today. So I went by the Capitol Circle location. They're like, oh, no, they're at the Thomasville Road location. So I said, oh, okay, that's fine. I was told to come here. No, we took them over there because we know you like to pick them up over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw that they all had Mandalorian shirts on.
Really?
Yeah. And then this is the way. And then so on the spear that the Mandalorian is holding a spear and it's full of pancakes.
What?
And I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
That's neat.
And then because I was playing around with them, I said, what is that on the back? And they're like, the Mandalorian. And I was like, is that a Star Trek thing? And then one of the girls turned around and rolled her eyes, and I pulled up and showed my tattoo, and she's like, oh, okay, you got me. And of course, when I left, that old guy was weird.
Yeah, right.
But it was nice to go over there. But yeah, I got a big dick, a large fry. I've never gotten a large fry from Dick Mondell's.
Oh, yeah?
I'm never getting a large fry again.
Mm-hmm. Too much, huh?
I would get a large fry if it was you and me eating. And I don't get special treatment. I get the same thing everybody else gets. I just get to order inside.
Yeah.
And so, but when I opened those fries up and poured them out on my plate when I got home, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the whole, because I have fine china.
Mm-hmm.
Fine china, Jason. The finest, cheapest, most inexpensive paper plates that I can find.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the 12-inch paper plates, and it filled up that whole 12-inch paper plate.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, I'm not even going to eat my burger. But I did.
They give a lot of fries.
Yeah, the large. I've never gotten a large before.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like fries, and they're really good fries, get
Place
the
is
large.
great.
Get the large. But yeah, I got the big dick, and then that with I had American cheese, and I added jalapenos.
Nice.
And it was so good. So good. And I just laid on the couch after that and watched Return of the Jedi and did all of Jabba's lines. Because I had just eaten so much food.
Right.
Big plans this weekend for you? Are you? I mean, you mowed your yard. I got to mow mine.
Yeah, all my family's in town,
Oh, that's right.
so we're all hanging out, doing fun stuff.
Nice. And is everybody bringing their fiddles and everything?
Yeah, we told everybody to bring only woodwind this time.
Woodwind. Oh, that'll be nice. So you're going to do some Bach?
Yeah,
we're
gonna set up like a George Martin style orchestra in one of the rooms.
And then you can sing the Beatles songs.
We need more piccolos.
Oh, so okay. So Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
My mom plays a flute.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if she can come out and she can play the flute.
Can she play the part to Penny Lane?
She probably can.
Nice.
I remember as a kid, all the neighborhood kids would run in and say, Miss Tish, can you play this? And then it would take her a second and she's like, okay, I got it.
Wow, that's cool.
And then she would play it.
I do love the flute now.
But I don't know. I think if I said, Mom, where is your flute from high school?
Mm-hmm.
She'd go, oh.
Is she a fan of Ian Anderson and Jethro Tull?
She could be. She may be the reason that they got voted best rock band over Guns N' Roses or Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Or who was it that they beat out? Yeah, Metallica.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember there was the MTV Music Awards or some American Music Awards or something like best hard rock band. And it was like Metallica, Jethro Tull. And the winner is Jethro Tull.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And everybody's like, hard rock.
I love Jethro Tull, man.
What would you consider them hard rock?
Nah, I wouldn't consider them hard rock.
Delightful rock.
I went to a show with free tickets, not expecting much, years ago. Mobile Sanger Theater, and man, it blew me away.
Just with the flute playing?
It was incredible. The whole band was amazing. Ian Anderson, awesome. I love his voice.
He's got good.
So good. He's a catfish farmer.
Really?
Yeah, he just farms catfish on his property and then plays gigs.
My uncle did that.
Really?
Yeah, up in Aniana. You heard of Aniana?
I've not.
It's in Alabama, and near one of the big cities. And he had this giant catfish pond. And he had a 2-storied single wide trailer.
That's the life, man.
He was on the side of a hill, and he had a single wide down below, single wide up top, and he had them connected. And I thought it was the coolest thing. He had corn, and then this giant catfish. And you want to go feed the catfish? Yeah. And we go out in the boat and just toss over, and they'd all come up, and tons of them. Oh, that was fun.
That sounds like it might be near the Mount Cheehaw area.
No idea. I have no idea. I didn't drive. But I just remember thinking that was like, there's 2 homes? One. Right. It turned out to be single wides. But I was like, now this is cool. Because when you look from the road, all you see is just one single wide sitting there. You didn't realize that if you go back, there's this vast property.
Wow.
And it was kind of like cloak and dagger. And then I was like, God, if I ever did that, I'll put like just a little shack on the property and have the whole house on the back of the hill and just have the shack as your entry point, like an elevator.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you just go in, boop, and then all of a sudden you go into this luxurious house. But I just remember it's the coolest house.
That's neat.
Coolest house. Aniana, Alabama, outside of Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
I would think. I don't even know how to spell it.
Gotcha.
But I do.
It's nice up there.
It is. And also another swing up there. I'm so jealous of my friend in Detroit. Hey, Siri, what's the temperature in Detroit, Michigan right now? Listen to this.
It's 58 degrees right now in Detroit, Michigan.
How would you like that?
Must be nice. That'd be jacket weather.
58 degrees, going to be a high of 80. Thank you, Siri.
Sounds very pleasant.
Thank you, Siri.
Don't mention it.
No.
Don't mention it.
She's mad. She's mad.
No, she sounded pretty folksy right there.
She said, don't mention it.
Oh, don't mention it.
But I said, thank you. I would like you're welcome. Don't
Ask
mention
her,
it.
Ask her if you're mad, if she's mad at you.
Hey, Siri, are you mad at me?
I'm okay. If you're having those feelings right now, let me know if you'd like some advice.
How can I get you to be more polite to me, Siri?
She said, I'm okay. You know what it means when a woman says I'm okay?
She just pulled up my contact information.
What?
Boy, I need to change my contact information. I got a Fifth Avenue taproom flyer on there.
What? Taproom hadn't existed in 10 years.
Look.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm showing my phone number on the camera, but
that's whack.
That's whack, man. That's whack. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought I would have a beautiful picture, but I don't.
All this AI, man. You never know.
I wasn't AI. But apparently Siri's mad at me.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Nothing, because Dick Mondell's is on the Florida Farm Beer Insurance Wheel of Food.
My
that's
chat
always a good
GPT
thing.
has not been cooperating lately either. Just gets everything wrong.
Good morning, Shelly. Shelly watching on the YouTube.
Shelly from Indiana.
No, she's from Tallahassee.
Oh.
I mean, she's from,
yeah,
but she lives in Tallahassee.
I think of her as the Indiana girl in Leon County.
There's a lot of them.
That's weird.
I wonder if they have like Hoosier parties.
They should. There's a Tallahassee Auburn club. There should certainly be a Hoosier club.
Well, what if they're Sycamores? What if they're whatever other school? What if they're Cardinals?
What if?
Be right back.
Buy a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing else.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are starting off warm once again and muggy. Today will be a hot one with highs in the upper 90s and the heat index surpassing 105. While there will be a few spotty afternoon showers, the bigger chance of rain and even thunder will be later this evening and into the night. Scattered showers and storms are expected throughout the weekend as a frontal line moves in. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Hi, Chris Kraft for Kraft Nissan. A friend of mine was planning his family's summer vacation, and their SUV had gotten a little older than they intended. So he called me up and he asked, is it really true that Nissan took the top spot for reliability among all mainstream brands in the last J.D. Power report? And I said, yes. He was like, better than Toyota, Ford, Honda? Yes, yes, and yes, I replied. Then I told him about our 0% interest for 5 years, and he was off on a test drive. And he drove home with a new Pathfinder for summer vacation. That's right, Nissan is fighting to lower car payments, and 0% is back. Kraft Nissan has 0% for 60 months on the most reliable SUVs in America. Nissan Rogue, Murano, and Pathfinder. And 0% on our popular truck, the Nissan Frontier. And don't forget, Kraft Nissan is home of the New For You program. It puts 4 out of 5 people with things in their credit into a brand new car. Recent divorce, bankruptcy, or credit score under 600? No problem. Plus, with Kraft Nissan's lifetime limited powertrain warranty and 6 models priced under $30,000, make this summer vacation the best one in years. Kraft Nissan, Tallahassee.
Your friendly neighborhood bar and grill just got a whole lot closer to home. You can now order delicious Smitty's Tap House and Grill for delivery directly to your doorstep. Just visit Smitty'sTapHouse.com, click the order online button, and choose pickup or delivery. Enjoy Smitty's famous handmade pretzel with beer cheese, juicy pub burger, or even the amazing schnitzel sandwich, delivered fresh right to your doorstep. Support local and order online today for takeout or delivery at Smitty'sTapHouse.com, where everybody knows his name.
I'm Keith Gross, and I know that seniors built this country. They shouldn't be crushed by inflation after a lifetime of hard work. I'll fight to lower cost, protect Social Security, and bring common sense back to Washington. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
Honey, what are these mushrooms in our yard? Portobello?
Huh, let me take a look. Oh,
Shiitake.
I don't know, but our septic system is failing, and our whole yard smells like...
Should we try to cook these up and eat them tonight?
This is bad, Sheila.
Well, we better fix it soon, or we're going to be in deep...
Sheila, look. It's Crud Septic. Our prayers are answered.
Call Crud Septic Service today. Pump outs, installs, repairs. CrudSeptic.com. That's CrudSeptic.com.
Injured? Call attorneys who care. Facing Brooks. Offices, Tallahassee.
All right, quick question. When did your garage turn into a storage unit that you don't even remember renting? Like you open the door and it's Christmas decorations from 2007, a broken treadmill, 3 mystery boxes, and 1 rake you swear you bought twice. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. That's why I finally called Southeast Portable Buildings right here in Tallahassee. And listen, these aren't those flimsy, good luck in a thunderstorm sheds. These things are legit, solid, built tough, look great in your yard, and they can actually match your house instead of looking like you lost a bet. You want a workshop, storage, man cave, she shed, a place to hide from your family for 20 minutes? Done. They deliver it, set it up, and in less than a day, boom, I can park in my garage again like an adult. Give Southeast Portable Buildings a call, 850-580-6400. That's 850-580-6400. Or visit them online at Southeast Portable Buildings. Southeast Portable Buildings, reclaim your house.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Point. Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
Oh, I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
No scripts, no filters, just Tallahassee mornings with the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
It is 79 down in Mount Dora. Hot, hot, hot.
That's balmy.
Man, could these guys do this song now? Let's update this song. Stacy's mom is in a nursing home. Because this song, 2004, maybe earlier?
Probably so.
And then who played like Stacy's mom? It was like a SI model, like Claudia. Was it Claudia Schiffer or somebody?
I don't remember. I don't know how to. I've seen a video.
But Stacy's mom would be like 70 now.
Yeah, she would be. She'd be cougar material.
Yeah, this would be like Stacy's stepmom has got it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need more cougar songs. There's not enough appreciation for the cougars out there.
Wasn't there like a whole guy that like his whole thing was cougar? John?
Yeah.
That he sang just to the cougars?
Just to the cougars.
We don't have enough cougar songs?
I don't think so.
Well, isn't any song that's like a certain age a cougar song? Like cougars, what we'll say they're early 90s is or let's see, what, late 80s they were born?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the cougars now?
I guess so.
And then you got the pumas and the mountain lions. You got all sorts of stuff.
What's a puma?
I don't know. Is that an older cougar?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I like the classifications though.
Yeah. So we're dudes. We're just like young dude, old dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, old man.
We're all gross.
Yeah, old man. Yeah, we're all gross. Hairy old men. Hairy old men. Life hacks. Life hacks that people avoided for years until they realized they actually work like a charm. Now, I scanned through this because I wanted to do this on Wednesday, but I'd scanned through this and I was like, I do some of these and I need to do more. One, and I've mentioned this also to you, waiting 24 hours before buying anything that's not a need.
That's right.
Just leave it in your cart. Because with me, I don't know how it is with you, Jason. 9 times out of 10, hell, almost 10 times out of 10, I just delete the cart.
Sure, me too.
That I don't need it.
Although I have lost 4 or 5 auctions on eBay this week.
What? Well, you still do auctions?
I do. I love the auctions. But
I do not. I just buy it now.
I get beat on them because these people will camp out and they'll put a bid in right before it ends. And I'm usually busy when the auction's ending.
Yeah, that's how on another site I was getting beat out for stuff. And I think I got beat out for a car the other day at the last second for another police car.
That stinks.
Yeah. Went for like $2,500. Of course, I could have just upped my bid to whatever my maximum bid is. That's the key. You know, just what's your maximum that you're going to put in and just bid that the first time. And then it'll bid for you. And then if they get outbid, then they wanted it more than you.
Yeah, I like to spend as little as possible, though.
Yeah, you're not going to win much auctions. You need to do the buy it now.
Yeah.
Get enough sleep. Every single other problem in your life will be much more manageable.
Yep. True. Got to have rest.
But some people, they just can't shut their brains off.
Well, you also can't pour from an empty vessel. It's impossible. And to think you can do it is just ludicrous.
I like sleeping. I'm good at sleeping.
Sleeping's great. Why is sleep so good? And food is like so good.
Food. If you can do it in 30 minutes or 30 seconds, just do it. A huge amount of little stuff can pile up quickly, then feel ominous.
Anonymous.
Ominous.
You know, that's backed by behavioral.
Ominous.
That's backed by a real behavioral science too. They say that the first 30 seconds, productivity has so much to do with just getting the task started. That's the biggest thing.
As I mentioned yesterday, I'm making a lot of sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using 2 knives for my sandwiches, and sometimes a spoon for my jelly. But no, I'd use a knife. And so when I'm done making everything, you know what I do? Before I even eat the sandwich, I clean the knives.
There you go.
That I don't like stuff in the sink.
Clean as you go.
Don't like stuff in the sink.
No.
But if you can do it in 30 minutes, just do it. But I always say if you can do it in 10 minutes, just do it. And I think that what a lot of us have problems with is the clothes in the dryer.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they'll just leave those. Me guilty that I'll leave those clothes in the dryer and just pick through what I want and turn the dryer on.
Oh, sure.
The tumble.
Yeah,
but
man.
It just literally takes like 5 minutes. I just take out my hangers, throw them on the bed, throw the clothes on there and just put them up because I hang the vast majority of my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, okay, I'm done. And then you're done.
Yeah. But when you're living by yourself, like for sure, it's easier to do that kind of stuff and to not make your bed. Like who's looking?
I make my bed every day.
I get it, but I would not.
I don't, it's like an OCD thing for me now.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, I don't need to make it. No, I got to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be the same way every time. And it's just got to be perfect. But nobody's going to see it.
Right.
I even wrote like a whole comedy routine about making my bed,
Wow.
living alone. Yeah. I sent it over to Bobby Brown Jr. He used to intern here and is a comedian. And I was like, he never texted me back.
Is he the guy what wears the fedora?
No.
Who's that guy I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Skinny guy, fedora. He used
That's
to always
Johnny
do
Ray.
Johnny
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah, Bobby Brown Jr. lives up in Jacksonville.
Gotcha.
He's got a great YouTube channel, great TikTok channel too.
You should do your on-air bit. You should do your stand-up routine.
I'm
Go
done.
through it.
I'm done. Always take an extra piece of clothing wherever you go. It'll save you more than once.
You never know. You never know.
Setting goals. I thought that was for people unlike myself, and I hated that I was made to make them in school. Now I know that my thinking was my parents' projection, and goal setting is actually one of the most fun and rewarding things. Progress is not linear, and setting goals for yourself is such a treat when you beat them. Like I got weight goals, low weight goals.
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably be easier to set a higher weight goal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get back to 260.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
That's
Let me get a
easy.
double dick. Drink more water. Finn went over that yesterday.
Hey, water is the hack. Let me tell you what.
Oh, here we go. Putting away wash-dried clothes immediately.
Mm-hmm. Takes some discipline to do that now.
Not hitting the snooze button and physically putting your feet on the floor. No, I hit the snooze button once or twice.
That's hard to do, man.
I hit the snooze button, but this morning I was like, knocked my phone off the nightstand.
Oh.
And so when I got it off the floor, it had stopped.
Okay.
And I was like, did I hit the off button? I was like, And so my anxiety kicked in and I just got up.
There you go. Because you can't go to sleep like that.
Yeah, because I was like, did I hit the stop button or the snooze button? I didn't know.
You know how that goes. You'd be waking up at 7:10, like, crap.
Jason, hey, you coming in?
Hey, I'm sitting here at the radio studio waiting for you.
That's a great impression of you.
Thanks. All right.
Hey, I'm on my way.
Hey, I'm basically Sam Elliott.
You coming in, dude?
Dude.
Earplugs for sleeping. My sleep is deeper, and it's just a must. If I sleep somewhere while traveling, I'll try that this year. Well, I think everybody, all the other guys wear earplugs because I used to do some serious drunk snoring.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they'd like, remember one time they made me sleep out on the beach in a hammock.
That sounds lovely.
Oh, drunk snoring was awful with me. Be right back.
Your local news now.
A longtime Gadsden County School Board employee is facing new charges accused of using district money to buy copper wire and then selling it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. 50-year-old Michael Pride, a school district employee for more than 30 years, is now charged with grand theft of more than $100,000. Investigators say Pride used school funds to purchase significant amounts of copper from a local electrical supply company, then sold the material to a Tallahassee scrapyard. The alleged scheme ran from September of 2021 through April of this year, bringing in roughly $224,000. Pride told investigators investigators he was only selling old copper removed from school buildings. He also reportedly said he kept a couple $100 and used the remaining money to buy food for employees or help their families. School board officials were unaware Pride was selling the copper. He was previously charged with dealing in stolen property, grand theft, and driving with a suspended or revoked license. This is Rachel Lene with your Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update. Brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning, Greg, Jason, and everyone listening. We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. That should continue through the afternoon, but a few showers can pop up after 2 p.m. A better chance of rain will be later this evening and into the night. This weekend we'll also see scattered storms, so have an indoor plan at the ready. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Ready to ride the low payment wave? Hello Credit Union is making a splash with auto refinance rates as low as 3.49% APR. If you're making payments on a car loan somewhere else, now's the perfect time to see how much you could save. And here's the best part. We guarantee to lower your monthly payment by at least $50 or we'll give you $50 if we don't. Lower payments and more money in your pocket. That's the sunny side of money. Catch the refinance wave today at hellocu.com.
Credit standards and restrictions apply. Visit hellocu.com.
At Epps Decorating Center, we're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore, available at Epps Decorating Center with 2 locations in Tallahassee. Find a store near you and visit EppsDecorating.com. That's EppsDecorating.com.
At Wrench Blisters Garage, we don't have marble floors or leather couches. What we do have is grease under our nails, calluses on our palms. At Wrench Blisters, we earn fixing cars the honest way by working hard, just like your car or truck. If you need the auto repairs, bring it to the guys who still turn their own wrenches. At Wrench Blisters Garage, we earn our name.
Rich Blisters Garage. Yeah, we earned our name. Rich Blisters Garage.
Find us online at wrenchblistersgarage.com.
Harnessing the power of the sun, delivering the highest quality drinking water. We are warming homes and fueling industries. Day and night, rain or shine, the City of Tallahassee Utilities is working for you.
When I get home from work, I'm ready to relax. So I call Swain Pools and Spas and put my pool in the back. I call Swain Pools and Spas. Now I'm soaking up the fun when I want to.
In Tallahassee, when it comes to pool repairs and renovations, nobody does it better than Swain, and they've been doing it for over 46 years. Turn your worn, outdated, or neglected pool into something you're proud of again. Whether your pool needs resurfacing, tile repairs or replacement, equipment upgrades, or even a full makeover, nobody does it better than Swain Pools and Spas. Trusted for quality, reliability, and service.
Broadcasting live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, this is the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3,
Now
Tallahassee's morning show.
Creed stuck in my head. I didn't play that on the outro.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the few games that were played yesterday. It was the Tigers over the Royals 4-3. Diamondbacks over the Cardinals 10-6. Diamondbacks improved to 54-49 on the season. Cardinals dropped to 52-50. It was the Blue Jays over the Rays 3-1. That drops the Rays to 59-43. Twins over the Guardians 3-1, and it was the Bravos taking the series in ATL versus the Padres 6-5. Good job, Jason.
With what?
your Braves beat my Padres.
Yeah, man. But they've lost how many games against them?
Who?
In this series. Isn't that the first game they've won?
The Braves? No.
Really?
The
Oh,
Padres
wow.
only won one.
So Padres looking good or what?
No.
Sorry, man.
No, we're 15 games out of first place. We're 50 and 53.
But they got the talent, though.
The Braves are 60 and 42 on the season.
That Chris Sale, man.
So Chris Sale was the winner yesterday, 11 and 6 with a 2.19 ERA. Canning for the Padres, 1 and 9 with an ERA of 7.
Wow.
All right, let's find the good series for the weekend.
Let's find it.
Okay. Is it this one, the Rockies and the Brewers? No. Royals, Tigers? No. Diamondbacks, Nationals? Two surprising teams, both above 500, playing in the nation's capital.
Hey, that's not
Nats
bad.
at 52 and 51, Diamondbacks 54 and 49. That could be it. Ed Rodriguez on the mound for Arizona, 8 and 3 with a 2.62 ERA, and Palmquist for the Nats, 0 and 1 with an 8.74 ERA. Oh, here's the game. All right, we'll come back to that. Braves, Orioles at
not
Oriole
bad.
Park at Camden Yards.
Nice little interleague game.
There's no. Guardians, Rays down at the Trop.
Not bad, not bad.
McClanahan on the mound for the Rays, 8 and 6 with a 3.16 ERA. Padres, Marlins down at Lone Depot Park. Two teams struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Jays, Red Sox. Got my Red Sox hat on today.
Not bad, not bad.
At Fenway. Astros, Shy Sox. The Shy Sox are 54 and 47. Wow.
Terrible.
54 and 47
I don't like them.
for the White Sox?
Yeah, I don't like them.
That's amazing.
That's a great record, but I don't like them.
I know you don't like their logo.
It's just not a good team.
You're just not a South Side guy.
I'm just kind of a hater, I think.
Jason hates the South Side. Put that on a video.
Yeah.
Mariners, Rangers in Texas.
Hey, now there's your matchup.
51 and 52 Mariners, 51 and 51 Rangers.
Yeah.
Athletics, Twins. Reds, Cardinals.
Nah.
Angels, Giants.
Nah. Giants, terrible.
All right, I think I found the two.
All right, what
so
you
have
got?
to decide between these two. Yankees and the Phillies.
That's a good one, though.
56 and 47 for the Phillies, 57 and 45 for the Yankees. They're playing in Philly. Or this one. This is a big rivalry. Buccos, Cubbies. Pirates at PNC Park, 53 and 50 on the season. Cubs, 57 and 45. I think I want to go Yankees Phils for the big series this weekend.
Nice.
So you want to agree or you want?
I agree for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're exciting teams to watch.
That's going to be a good one. There'll be a lot of people at whatever the name of Phillies Park is, and up Citizens Bank Park.
Bank. Yeah.
And I've been there.
I think they call it the bank.
I don't.
Up there in Philly. Like, hey, go see you at the bank.
See at the bank.
Yeah.
You know, with Philly, what I like with that all their sports arenas are in the same lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that you've got their football stadium is right next to the baseball stadium, and the hockey arena is right next to that too.
How about that?
So same parking lot for all of them.
That's cool.
Because they're rarely used at the same time.
Mm-hmm, true, yeah.
So there you go. There you go. But all right, we'll go Phillies, Yankees, game of the weekend. Or series for the weekend.
What kind of exciting trades do you think we'll see coming up with the trade deadline?
Well, what's the trade deadline? We're coming up really quick,
Real?
aren't
Yeah,
we?
pretty soon.
I think, we got to look at the teams that are going to sell. Who's selling? What teams are disappointed this year? Is Mason Miller up with the Padres?
Mm-hmm.
I think Ty France for the Padres is going to be a big one to go. He's having a heck of a second half of the season. Well, I mean, I know it's only been a week, but I think that he might go with. But who's buying? Who's selling?
Yeah. Now let's say Padres are selling Mason Miller. What would they need to replace him? Like, what's their big need right now? They had to get the most bang for their buck.
Pitching. Pitching.
Oh,
So they'd have to get a starter for him.
Wow.
They'd have to get a solid starter. But again, that with closers, you're not going to see those Trevor Hoffmans.
Yeah.
That are just going to be Mariano Rivera's that are just solid forever now. That you just have a closer that's just hot, and then boom, they're not. I mean, you think back with whatever your team is out there, you think back to your closer, and then, man, he was like the best thing like 2 seasons ago.
Sure.
Now he can't get anybody out. Now they're not even playing ball anymore. That
like
what's
that.
put on the closers now is so much.
For sure.
But Mason's still on 102, 103.
He's great.
You know, do you get rid of him when he's hot and then kind of hope that he continues that trend of closers not being able to continue a long way? Or is he different because he may be like a Hoffman or Mariano?
Or a Aroldis Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
So I love watching him play. And at 37 years old, still throwing 102, that man's insane.
I'd be scared just to be in the
I'm telling you, man.
the batter's box with somebody throwing 102.
He's an intimidating pitcher, too. Big old tall dude, long arms, big wingspan. That ball coming at you, the release point, kind of like Randy Johnson, you know? The release point's way over here, going left or right.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Screw that.
Yeah, man.
That would be just too scary.
And I tell you what about Chapman. Look at him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
He looks just like Chris Rock in the face. Not the physique, not the build, but just their facial features. They could be brothers.
Oh.
They look just alike, I'm telling you. That's my hot take on Aroldis Chapman.
So here's the top 2026 trade deadline candidates.
Please say Mike Trout. Please say Mike Trout.
Skubal, left-handed Skubal from the Tigers.
Yeah.
Byron Buxton from the Twins. Joe Ryan, pitcher for the Twins. Mason Miller, as we just mentioned, from the Padres.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying who would best fits for Mason. Yankees, Mariners, Phillies, Brewers, Pirates, Rays.
So when we see them on a list like that, does that mean that Mason Miller wants to be traded? He's ready to go?
No, that he would. The Padres are considering moving it.
Yeah. Now, like Skubal, he's amazing. Why would they want to get rid of him? Because they're desperate for getting bats or what?
Why do the Tigers that are not doing well? Because they could get somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need better offense.
Yeah, because they're 4.5 games out in the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to get something to get it going. Let's see. Well, the chance of being traded for Mason Miller, 40%. Shea Langoliers from the Athletics, chance of being traded, 10%. Zach Neto from the Angels, shortstop, 30%. Jeremy Pena from the Astros, 35%. Hunter Goodman from the Rockies. C.J. Abrams from the Nationals. I would love to get C.J. Abrams back.
Excellent.
At shortstop. Get rid of Xander Bogaerts. But CJ, if he went to the Braves, Rays, Yankees, or Blue Jays, that's what they're talking about. He may go.
Mm-hmm.
Superstar.
Do you see the Angels hanging on to Mike Trout with that huge contract when they're not able to deliver any other offense?
I think he has a no trade clause.
I think he gets to call the shots on it.
But I mean, I'm sure he does. But at the end of your career, you're just going to stick around.
I just can't imagine.
Or are you going to go somewhere like if the Rays get you?
Yeah, or the Braves got Mike Trout. Y'all
got a center fielder.
Yeah.
Let me see if Mike's even
Ronald
on
Harris.
this list.
You could put Mike Trout at DH easily for.
He's not even on this list.
Any number of teams.
Mm-hmm. You love you some Trout.
I do, man. It's just what I did is I went to newspapers.com and I went on a deep dive and I looked at all the old newspapers when he was a kid growing up, and his dad, his spitting image of his dad, who was also a baseball standout too. And they just got such a cool story, man. And another person I really enjoyed doing a deep dive on, Josh Hamilton. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day? What a tragic story. That guy had it all. He was Superman. Talk about 5-tool player. Whew. And just threw it all away.
He had an ugly girlfriend.
Did he really?
No, I'm doing Moneyball.
Oh, yeah, right.
Ugly girlfriend.
Jeremy Giambi. Yeah.
Ugly girlfriend. You don't have
It
no
tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it?
Sandy Alcantara from the Marlins, right-handed pitcher, chance of being traded, 25%. Talking about teams. The Rays are just looking for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of these on this list that best fits, Rays are on here. If the Rays go out and get a big name, they might start getting like 5,000 people going to watch those games.
5,000. All they got to do is bring their ticket prices down. More people would go.
I think they got like one of the best deals in the majors.
It's still too dang high.
The rent
is too dang high.
Too damn high. I wouldn't mind going to a Rays game.
I love the Trop, man.
I do too.
I hadn't met a ballpark I don't like, though.
I
love them all.
Lone Depot.
Oh,
but
really?
It's more of the experience inside the park. It's just the people working there, they're just zombies. This is my experience in the multiple times that I've been there. They're just like, because there's nobody that goes to the games. And they're just like bored.
Mm-hmm.
And then just night after night of just doing the same boring stuff. So when somebody's there, they don't get excited about it. Because they're like, there's nobody that goes to these games.
They should start hiring from Chick-fil-A. Those kids know how to fake it.
They may have. And then they're finally just like, oh, whatever. Just a horrible atmosphere and a beautiful stadium, in my opinion. Right there in Little Havana.
Oh, yeah?
Side of the old Orange Bowl.
Nice.
Beautiful, but just the inside. It's not about how you look. It's about your heart.
Right, that's for sure.
And the heart of Lone Depot Park is dead.
Oh, they need the Grinch.
They do. They do. Or a good team.
Or a good team.
Well, they got a good team. Well, no, they're struggling right now, but they're still above 500.
Well, it was a well-run campaign.
A Social Kitchen TLH food segment when we get back.
Oh, now there's a ton about maybe because I'm trying. There's been time.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning, Greg, Jason, and everyone listening. We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. That should continue through the afternoon, but a few showers can pop up after 2 p.m. A better chance of rain will be later this evening and into the night. This weekend will also see scattered storms, so have an indoor plan at the ready. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Real Talk 93.3 and the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce would like to recognize the newest chamber members. Businesses making a difference here at home. Deep Brewing Company, Outboard Coffee, Magnolia Outdoor Solutions, Lumen Apartments, Florida Foundation for Correctional Excellence, and TLH Reckoning. Thank you for growing local with the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce. To find out more about events and membership, visit talchamber.com.
T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark Construction.com. We conquer all creeks. We fix those darn leaks. Call 850-766-1340. T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark Construction.com.
License number CCC 1331204.
Pinch a Penny Pools has 12,000 square feet of hot tubs, over 20,000 gallons of tub capacity to choose from. That's 4,620,000 cubic inches of hot tubs. But if you don't want to take my word for it, check them out yourself. Pinch a Penny Pools and Spas, locally owned, and the easiest way to find relaxation at home.
This is Al from E&B Heating and Air. Since 1974, you've trusted E&B for all your home comfort needs. We've been repairing and maintaining AC systems for over 50 years and can service most any brand, make, or model. Need to replace your AC? No problem. We offer free estimates on all new systems, and we're an authorized carrier dealer. So whether you live in North Florida or South Georgia, call the name you can trust in air conditioning. That's E&B Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Keith Gross. I served in the Army National Guard, built businesses, and now I'm stepping up to serve North Florida in Congress. I'll fight for secure borders, lower costs, and America First values every single day. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
This is G. Deckeroff. In 1979, my friend Guy Moore opened his first store. Over 45 years later, Garnet and Gold is still providing the Seminole Nation with unique ways to show their spirit. As the last locally owned FSU merchandise source in Tallahassee, we're proud to be a part of the Florida State experience and this community. If you're a Seminole like me, this is your store. Garnet and Gold. Go Noles.
Gotta keep them separated.
You're back with the Greg Tish Show, where Tallahassee wakes up on Real Talk 93.3.
It is now time for the Social Kitchen TLH food segment. Thank you, Chief Jones. So I jumped on our old friends, the Southern Living magazine, Jason, and I said, let's go to their recipe section and see what they got. You know what they got? I think the whole staff took the summer off.
Oh, wow.
They got just crap up there.
Mailing it in, huh?
Yeah, they don't even have like grandma's favorite summer side dishes. They don't have any of that stuff.
Oh, man.
Like all the recipes are just like mint julep melon salad.
Mint julep?
Yeah, so I guess they pour mint julep all over some balls.
It
looks like they got some watermelon balls, some honeydew balls, and some cantaloupe balls.
I've never tried that.
What balls?
Mint julep.
Oh, well, the balls are always good.
Yeah.
Just have that little Tupperware. Do y'all have that Tupperware ball scoop?
No.
Oh, yeah, that was like a must-have.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you go make some melon balls? Yes, ma'am. They had the
I've
little
seen
public
those, yeah.
scoop or the little Tupperware scoop.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, pickled corn relish, overnight tomato salad. It's just like these recipes, they're just weak. Oh, here we go. Now, when we were talking about bread yesterday, and we asked Tate, what bread would you have for the rest of your life if you could only have one bread?
Right.
And he said Texas toast.
That's a good choice.
No, that's a solid choice.
Very solid.
Now, listen to this. Texas toast tomato pies. These individual tomato pies are both delicious and easy to make. Each little pie offers a perfect blend of crunchy texture and rich, creamy flavor. Store-bought, buttery, garlicky Texas toast serves as the base and bakes up golden and crunchy around the edges. Meanwhile, the tomatoes soften but remain juicy, adding a subtle sweetness. Finally, mayo and cheese form a luscious, savory layer between the tomatoes and the bread. Now that sounds good. The pies are finished off with a sprinkle of sharp cheddar for tang and extra gooiness, and a dash of fresh basil brightens every bite. Okay, they just went on and on and on.
That's nice.
That sounds good. Because Texas toast. What do you know about Texas toast?
I know it's great with buttery garlic on it.
Where did this all start? Now we've gone down this rabbit hole again. Texas toast is a toasted bread that's typically made from sliced bread. What? It's made from sliced bread?
You don't say.
But double the size of the usual thickness of packaged bread. Texas toast is prepared by spreading butter on both sides of the bread and broiling or grilling until it's a light golden brown. Commonly, garlic is added to the butter, yielding a form of garlic bread. Oh, is there anything better than just good garlic bread?
No, probably not.
Is there a better thing to go with your sides and with your meal than some good garlic bread? And then you tend to, when you would go to a fancy steakhouse, like the Sizzler, when you were a kid, and you got your $5 sirloin, and you got your potato, when they slapped on that big old thing of Texas toast, you were fancy, dude.
Shoot, yeah.
That was fanciness at a different level. That was, oh my gosh, how many Michelin stars does this place have? What, none? I'm shocked. But you get that Texas toast, that's just extra special.
That's good stuff, man.
Extra special. And I used to go, and then it's just, if you got that, that was just like, I can get this. It was fantastic. Or you would get that whole loaf of frozen garlic bread and then throw it in the oven when you're cooking. Now that's some good stuff.
I love it with spaghetti.
Oh my gosh. I haven't had spaghetti in like forever.
Or any kind of pasta, really. I like a good cheesy breadstick.
Because another good thing with the Texas toast or bread is you could make a spaghetti sandwich.
Yeah, you could.
You just fold that Texas toast and just pile all your spaghetti in there, and then you got a carb-loaded Sammy.
How about a barbecue sandwich on Texas toast?
That's the best.
Love
and like I told you, you go to Whataburger, you can get anything on Texas toast.
I'm trying that.
Anything on Texas toast. So the invention of Texas toast goes to Kirby's Pig Stand. The once thriving chain whose heyday was in the 40s saw over 100 locations in the United States. They claim to be the originator of the onion ring. Oh, they're just saying, we did this, we did that. Texas toast may have been first created in 1946 at a pig stand in Denton, Texas, after a bakery order for thicker slices of bread resulted in slices too thick for the toaster.
What?
A cook, Wiley W.W. Cross, suggested buttering them and grilling them as a solution.
Wiley, what would we do without you?
Another pig stand cook in Beaumont, Texas, claims that he created the idea of grilling the bread. And W.W. Cross is also credited for combining the Texas toast with fried chicken steak to create Kirby's Pig Stand's famous fried chicken steak sandwich.
How about that?
Huh. So you got two guys, both with the pig stand. So Kirby was like, oh, whatever. So if it was WWW Cross or if it was, this other guy, at least it's credited to us. But so this dude was like the first one to say, hey, let's just butter it and put it in an oven. What did you do before toasters, dude?
Yeah, right.
Good
old Denton, Texas. That's where UNT is, University of North Texas. They got a real good music program there.
139,000 people live there.
They call it Little Austin because of the music scene. It's pretty cool out here. I've not been. I want to check it out, though.
You should go to Denton. That's where I believe University of Northern Texas is.
Oh, you don't say, man. Really?
It's I think it's like the 10th most populous city in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. That's what I'm hearing. It's the 20th most populous city in Texas.
Oh.
And the 177th.
Now those are good tidbits.
And I've heard they have good music scene. They call it Little Austin.
Oh boy.
But Kirby's Pig Stand.
Kirby.
The ones that did it. But who came up with the name? Who branded it as Texas Toast? Because they may have had like Kirby's Pig Stand Texas Toast, but who started selling it as Texas Toast?
Whoever did had a good marketing brain.
It doesn't say. It just says that the T. Mazzaretti Company and Pepperidge Farm.
Pepperidge Farm
remembers. They'll remember who that. Raising Cane has. And that's the other good thing too. We were talking about when you're a kid, and then you would have that Texas toast with your steak when you go to get your chicken fingers. But they don't usually like butter that bread, do they? They just like toast it a little bit and throw it in.
It ain't buttered.
Can you ask for buttered bread? Because I don't do the chicken finger places. I don't even do the fast food.
Man, you're missing out on Raising Cane's.
I did fast food yesterday.
Don't sleep on Raising Cane's, man.
Why, they kick you out?
No, it's good.
What if you're tired? I've never. Where is it? Down the street?
Tennessee Street.
That's the only one? What's the one down the street?
Down from here, Guthrie's.
No, don't we have a Cane's down the street?
Let's see, Guthrie's and
no, we don't have a Guthrie's. What's right next to Culver's?
Slim Chickens.
Are you sure?
I don't know, man. Yeah, Slim Chickens is right there, and then Guthrie's is across from there. Yeah, Raising Cane's Tennessee Street.
That's the only location?
Until they build the one on Appalachia Parkway at the corner of Blairstone.
Blairstone. It's not Knott's Berry Farm. It's Knott's Berry Farm.
Right.
Be right back.
Pools, environmental and geotechnical specialists, First Choice Business Brokers of Northwest Florida, Southwood Golf Club, Liberty Solutions Group, Katz & Partners Enterprises, Ball Consulting Group, the Pilates Method.
Good morning, Tallahassee. The Greg Tish Show is live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios on Real Talk 93.3.
Joining us on the phone from Tallahassee Talks with Brian Cerny, the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Cerny himself. Brian, did you have a nickname growing up?
Oh, you know the answer to this, Greg.
Was it the Sorninator? I mean, it was the Moose.
The Sorny, yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I was, I think, probably 7, 8 years old, and probably the biggest kid in class for, my whole life. And so yeah, my dad had nicknamed me Moose. And of course, in those days, Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Moose were part of the early childhood entertainment TV landscape. And so Mr. Moose would come on with Captain Pute, what was his name again?
Mr. Green Jeans.
Yeah, Mr. Green.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just fall apart. I'd be rolling around on the floor laughing. That was the funniest thing. And my dad was always good about sitting in watching with me.
Now, there was also Bill Skoron that was the Moose Skoron. He played for the Yankees.
Well,
And it would
that, although, yeah, my dad and I weren't then in those days, we weren't basketball fans.
Okay.
It was named after a basketball player, as a matter of fact, Johnny O'Brien.
Oh.
So yeah, but good reference. Hey, look, that's all I've got for this morning.
All right. Well, good talking with you. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget to listen tomorrow morning.
Brother.
All right.
Hey, wait a minute. No, come on. We got stuff to talk about.
Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. right here on Real Talk 93.3. Great conversations. You had fantastic conversations last week that I listened to on my way over to Quincy. But this week, we got.
We got to just keep getting more better. It happens that on this weekend, this Sunday marks the 36th anniversary of the passing of the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. This is significant, and in terms of not only its impact among those who are physically disabled and the many advances and advantages that have been guaranteed under this particular set of rules and regs regarding disabilities. It has changed the landscape, and that's no pun intended, socially, economically, in terms of opportunities, employment opportunities. And it has done something even more importantly, I think, in that as American culture has strived to be a more perfect union, we are reminded that America's greatness is not in its perfection, but its pursuit of a more perfect union. And with that, we've seen over the course of history, especially in the last, we'll say, 60, 70 years, the civil rights movement. And here comes the disabilities movement. Before the ADA, isolation, unemployment, lack of education, all of those kinds of things stood in the way as massive barriers. Well, it was President George H.W. Bush, that said this wall of disability discrimination has to come down, sort of borrowing from Reagan's famous reference to the Berlin Wall. This is in 1990. And in the last 36 years that have passed, one leader nationally has emerged, happens to be our guest tomorrow morning, James R. Harding. JR is the go-to leader, recognized nationally and even internationally for his contributions. 2-time presidential appointee, a 7-time gubernatorial appointee.
Wow.
This guy's a senior lecturer over at FSU College of Business. He's been working at it for the last 40 years. What's remarkable, too, Greg and Jason, the fact that America has set the standard that has now pervaded worldwide. You see the evidences of these kinds of provisions for those with disabilities all around the world. And so once again, America steps up as the leader when it comes to innovation, technology, social change. And here we have the celebration of this 36th anniversary. That's coming up this Sunday. You know, we thought we'd take the show. Sorry for rambling here, but I would say this quickly. It was an opportunity for us to bring together a number of people, all of whom in their own way and with their own particular organizations present us with services and more so a kind of mindset, you know, winning our hearts and then changing our minds. We got Tammy Pulsifer talking about Safe Families, a remarkable organization that is novel in its approach to providing for kids who need care during a time when a family is just not able to care for them. How about Dwayne Harvey with Miracle Hill, a remarkable organization that was a barrier breaker in its own right, providing services for seniors. And then we're going to have David Odom and all of the heads of the emergency organizations, police department, the sheriff's office, the firefighters, EMS. They're all going to be with us in this discussion of how we stay prepared during times of severe weather, like we're going to have with severe heat this weekend. Yeah, that's David Odom and company. All of it pointing at one thing. We must do a better job of caring for one another, because that's all that we really have at stake. When we do not look forward into the lives of other people, as illustrated with the ADA, as with all of these guests, well, I think we're missing out, because I think it says something more about us when you and I step aside and say, you know what, we got to fix that. We can fix that. We're Americans. We can make this a better, a more perfect union. It's all happening bright and early, 7 o'clock on Real Talk.
Cannot wait to listen. Great conversation, great folks that you have on tomorrow. I think that we were talking with Todd and Sarah, or we were talking about with Bertha coming through earlier this week, and then kind of the rain that we got, and then Panama City, you know, got a little damage on that was a big wake-up call for us to make sure that we're prepared for hurricane season. And then what you mentioned with the heat and everything, and something that just weird that just popped in my head is when you're getting your emergency instructions when you're on an airplane, and they say if the oxygen mask fall, make sure you put yours on first before you help with others. And that's the thing that you can't help others if you're not prepared. And so that you need to make sure that you have those preparedness kits and get a little extra just in case your neighbors aren't. But put that oxygen mask on first for yourself and your family, and then make sure, you know, you may have a little extras. Like I got extras. Jason says, hey, we need some food. I got plenty of these store meals, STOR. Well, the ones that are good for like 20 years.
Yeah, well, there's that. And and when it comes down to it, because you have that attitude, we'll say that you have an attitude that says, how do I look out for more than just me, more than just what's right within my circle? And that does begin with, hey, do I have what I need so I can do a better job of helping other folks? I think that's a brilliant point.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate everything you do. And I appreciate all the hard work that you put in to everything that you do, including the show that we can listen to tomorrow morning right here, Real Talk 93.3 at 7 a.m. Enjoy some coffee, enjoy some moose.
Absolutely. Have a moose-ified morning with Tallahassee Talks right here on 93.3.
We shall. Enjoy the weekend, my brother.
Appreciate you guys. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. Be right back.
here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are starting off warm once again and muggy. Today will be a hot one with highs in the upper 90s and the heat index surpassing 105. While there will be a few spotty afternoon showers, the bigger chance of rain and even thunder will be later this evening and into the night. Scattered showers and storms are expected throughout the weekend as a frontal line moves in. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm running for Congress because America First principles are falling by the wayside. Our debt is skyrocketing and nothing seems to change year after year. In Congress, I'll work to defend our freedoms, cut spending, and do my part to stop the dysfunction in D.C. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
You didn't start a business to answer emails at midnight. If you're the owner and everything else, you don't have a business. You have a job that owns you. Search Florida SBDC at FAMU.
On the front lines, fighting the insanity of the woke, it's Matt and Brett Doster with America in View.
Matt, Florida has become the world leader for freedom, and I love being in the studio with you every week where we are reinforcing the conservative movement with truth, the Constitution, and a little redneck common sense. We're waking the woke.
That's right, Brett. We enjoy talking politics and what's going on in the world. We're bringing our take on the issues, doing our best to fight for freedom.
So tune in every Friday at 4 p.m. on Real Talk 93.3.
Florida man, what'd you do to yourself this time?
Disney World, me and Hank, my emotional sport alligator, we did it all.
Please tell me you weren't swimming in the Seven Seas Lagoon again.
Well, not this time. We rode the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, crushed some turkey legs, and we washed it down with a couple of Dole Whips. And the best part, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Sounds like a great day so far. What happened?
Well, we're running late, and I'm sprinting to the front row of the show, and it starts, and the music's playing, and crowds are clapping. I got carried away. I got this bright idea. I'm going to stage dive to Hank. I jumped, Hank tried to catch me, and pop, my back went out midair.
Well, I'm glad you came, because Dr. Finn's going to get you fixed right up.
Well, next time we're sitting in the back row.
You don't have to do a Disney stage dive to get back pain, neck pain, headaches, or numbness in your arms and legs. Come see us at Fenn Chiropractic for exceptional care to help your body heal itself the right way. Book your appointment online today at fenchiro.com. That's FENNCHIRO.com.
Hi, this is Gary Parsons with Cafe de Martin. And don't be fooled by our name. We're not just a cafe. We are a full-service bar and restaurant offering a culinary experience like nothing else in Tallahassee. Come see us at Cafe de Martin, open Tuesday through Sunday with live music on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check out our full menu online at cafedemartin.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other special events.
Barry knows cool, he's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool, you can put him to the test.
Warmer temperatures mean more strain on your heating and air system. Time to call Barano Heating and Air and get a full checkup on your HVAC system to keep it healthy through the summer months. Barano Heating and Air. Any day, anytime, anywhere. Get details at baranoac.com.
Barry Heating and Air Conditioning.
CAC 116.86.
Swing into fun at the golf club at Summerbrook. And now Summerbrook is even better. We've just added brand new golf carts. And we're excited to announce that pool membership season is here. Our luxurious and relaxing pool is ready for family days or just kicking back poolside with friends and your favorite beverage. Membership gives you access to the pool all season long. Visit the golf club at Summerbrook or call 894-4653. Online at theclubatsummerbrook.com.
You recognize the smell of marijuana, but it's not just a smell. It's a warning. If you can smell it, harmful chemicals are entering your lungs, bloodstream, and brain, and our children too. Every inhale affects brain development and triples the risk of serious respiratory issues. Protect your kids and grandkids from the dangers of marijuana. Their future is on the line. This message is sponsored by the Department of Children and Families and the Florida Association of
It's the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3. 850-386-8255. Welcome back to the Greg Tish Show.
It is now time for Garnet and Gold Trivia. All right, 850-386-8255, 850-386-8255. I got, last week we did, what was the name of Dick Hauser before it was Dick Hauser?
Mm-hmm.
Seminole Field. Seminole Stadium. I think it was Seminole Stadium, then Seminole Field before that one. It didn't have like big bleachers and stuff. So today I'm going to go a little more of a symbol that we've seen our entire lives. Jason, how many torches are on the Great Seal of the Florida State University?
3.
3 torches. And there are some words that are in there.
Yes.
Vires, artes, mores. What do those words mean?
Very nice. Getting some Latin lesson this morning. All right.
So vires, artes, and I'm probably mispronouncing these, and mores. What do those 3 words mean? 850-386-8255, 850-386-8255. We've seen it. We've probably got stickers. We've probably got shirts that whenever we go on campus, it's everywhere around there. And if you know that, you can win a $25 credit to the Garnet and Gold store.
That's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Get you one of them turquoise Seminole hats. Ooh, they look fine.
I need to just get you one.
Nah, I don't need one. I got enough hats.
No, you can never have enough hats. So vires, artes, mores. What does that mean? 850-386-8255. I think people have had plenty enough time to Google it.
Here we go.
Okay, who am I speaking with?
All right.
Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Greg, it's Scott.
Hey, Scott.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good.
Do you know what vires, artes, mores means?
So we use a bunch of Latin words for recruit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking it's strength, skill or work.
Yes.
And character possibly.
How do you know this? And did you Google this? Because that's exactly what it is.
No, well, I have a binder full of some words.
Of Latin words?
And I was actually building a coin the last week, and bunches of those words were on my coin.
That you had strength, skill, character. Well, that would work well also with your job.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, strength, skill, character. Jason, did you know that?
Yes, I did, actually.
You did?
I did.
So this wasn't that hard of a trivia question?
Not too hard.
I was going to ask how many torches there were.
That'd been
I was going to make it
easy.
really easy.
We've seen that's burned in our brains.
That I'd had to look for, actually.
Really? You know the Latin words, but how many torches are there?
The Latin words was with work.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Scott. You get a $25 gift card or $25 credit to Garnet and Gold. And we know how to get in touch with you. So we'll make sure that you get that, and hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thanks for playing. More importantly, thanks for listening.
Oh, yeah.
Strength, skill, character. I think I did know that, but I didn't.
Usually in Latin, your V's pronounced with a W too, so it'd be vires.
It's all Greek to me.
Yeah, man.
I didn't take the Latin. I know how to get in touch with them, Jason. You can just hang up on them. So congratulations. Yeah, $25 gift card, Garnet Gold. I need to go by there. I need to get Jason that turquoise hat. He says he's got enough hats, but can you really have enough hats?
I got too many hats.
No, I don't think you have too many hats.
I do. I probably have.
What you think is too many hats, and I would look and go, you don't have enough hats.
Yeah, I don't have as many as you, but I still got too many.
I've never counted.
I could literally eliminate like 80% of all my clothes.
I have a...
Not miss a beat.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine.
I have a storage tub, one of the big tubs that's just full of hats I don't wear.
Wow.
But I'll go through them every once in a while because there's some Christmas ones in there. There's some 4th of July, so there's like the special occasion hat bin, like the 4-foot long bins, you get with the tops on them. And then there's one just for assorted sports. And then there's one for Major League Baseball. And then I have a whole shelf full. One, two, three, four shelves, probably 3 feet wide, just all Padres hats.
Wow.
And they're all color coordinated. So I have all the browns on one shelf, all the blues on one shelf, and then I have the specialty ones on the top shelf, like 4th of July, Mother's Day, which when they used to do hats for everything, and I would buy them for everything. So they came out with, I got an email from New Era yesterday, who makes the hats, and they had these new hats, and I've always wanted an NL umpire hat. I had the N on there, and the L kind of kicked off the N.
Mm-hmm.
And they started selling them. They had the AL and the NL, the old school umpire hats, before they just put the Major League Baseball logo, the eagle, on there. And so I was like, oh my gosh, finally, they're making these. Fantastic. I'm not getting one.
Mm-hmm.
$65.
Oh, really?
$65.
I'm proud of that.
This weekend is Hall of Fame weekend, so all the teams are going to be wearing throwback hats this weekend. The coolest one are the Los Angeles Angels. They're wearing their first Los Angeles Angels hat, and it's got an LA, but it has a halo around it. $53 for a fitted hat.
Forget that.
I went to purchase one because I have one from years and years and years ago that has the CA on it, not the LA. And it has the stitched halo. It doesn't fit me anymore. Already sold out. Gone. That's the one everybody wants.
I bet.
Atlanta is doing my favorite Atlanta hat, the bright blue with the uppercase A like they have now outlined in red, which is one of my favorite hats of all time. Yankees just doing a weird Yankees logo kind of peeled off. The Giants are doing the same thing they did last year, just with their old school baseball logo with the Giants, and you can't even tell it says Giants on there. Cleveland, they're doing the old kind of tomahawk C on there, which is one of my favorites. But some of the teams, I was like, oh, this is so cool. But then some of the other teams are like, okay, ain't that great. But I'm not purchasing. Other than that Angels one, I don't want to get any because they're $53 for a fitted hat. That's why I get a lot of snapback hats. But they're like $42. So you're telling me like just that little piece of material back there, another $10.
Weird. Well, it changes the whole structural integrity of the hat when you put those snapbacks on them.
I like the snapbacks because when I get my hair cut, then my hats fit. Like this hat I can't wear after I get my hair cut because it just falls down on my head. It's got my hair holding it up. If you had to pick your favorite all-time Major League Baseball hat.
Probably that late 70s, early 80s Braves.
Lowercase?
Yeah.
Lowercase A?
I like that a lot.
I love that hat too. I love that.
Love the Cubs. Cubs are classic.
Cubs classic.
Brewers, I love that one.
But the Brewers, they're doing their 90s throwback. So they're doing their M and their intertwined M and B, not the baseball glove. But when they switched their whole uniform in the 90s and everybody hated it except me, they're doing that throwback this weekend.
I tell you what I like is the Montgomery Biscuits.
The Montgomery Biscuits.
You ever seen that? That's a cool logo.
They got it's a biscuit, and he's got eyes and a mouth, and he's swinging a bat.
He's sopping up those hits.
Sopping up those hits. Montgomery Biscuits. But let's see. Yeah, the Dodgers, they're doing like a diamond around with a B in the middle. The Astros outline of Texas with the Astros star, the 90s star.
That could be cool.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Be right back.
Broadcasting live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, this is The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3, Tallahassee's morning show.
I like this song. It's going to get us muted on the YouTube. That's going to be the one thing I'm going to miss about going over to YouTube. When we do the streams full time over there, no more music.
No more music, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, you'll have to talk to Tom about how they do their music because it's like they mute everything. Dating apps, they're horrible, and you get to, one of the things that when I was on, I'm still on some, and I'll jump on every once in a while, and it's just the filters. And I don't know what the guys are doing out there. I don't know if guys are putting on filters and everything, but just the filters are just so awful. You don't know what to think.
They're still doing the dog filter with the ears and the tongue.
That Snapchat filter.
Those were huge back in the day.
They're just awful. You don't know, and then finally get to like fourth picture, and it's like, okay, there you are. Why don't you put that up first? Or ones that they'll have their main photo, and people may say this about mine also. That's your first photo? But me is with me and my dog. So the Matt, and here's somebody that they match with somebody who seemed completely normal for days. Good conversation, shared interest. They even sent voice notes. They finally met in person. Within 10 minutes, I realized the profile pictures were at least 10 to 15 years old and heavily edited. I tried to be polite and stick it out. But the real kicker was when they spent the entire day complaining about people on dating apps were dishonest and shallow. Zero self-awareness. That was a moment I realized dating apps don't fail because of technology. They fail because people lie to skip the part where you actually earn attraction. You got literally this long to peak somebody that long. But you know what I look for?
Yeah, what's that?
There's got to be a local picture. If there's not like a local picture or you don't have something FSU, FAM, UF, something that's local.
Like sitting in the Westcott Fountain.
Yeah, sitting there below the three torches with the whatever the words were. That it's got to be something. If you just all vacation pictures, I think your profile's fake.
Right.
Or all European pictures, you're not real. We matched on Hinge and we went to an arcade. We clicked and we had super easy conversation. And then we hit up a bar after and couldn't keep our paws off of each other. What is this, Lady and the Tramp? She came back to my place and we didn't even do anything. Just talked and fell asleep. We ended up dating for 8 months, but it turned out we were just different people. Still, that first date was awesome. I met with a guy on Tinder 5 years ago. We chatted through the app for a few days. Then I moved. COVID happened. We lost touch and I deactivated the app. 3 years later, I rejoined Tinder, and he was my first match. We went on a date the next day and 4 more dates that same week. It's been almost 2 years, and I'm thanking my lucky stars every day. First night I joined Tinder, I started speaking to the only date I went on from it. Together over 8 years later and homeowners. That's a unicorn right there. I met my husband on Tinder. We're just celebrating 3 years. You just have to know what you want, hold firm to that, and not settle. I encountered a scammer. I thought he seemed too good to be true, but I was enjoying the attention. We never met. His story was that he was living abroad and couldn't wait to meet me. He must have thought he had me good and hooked because he started asking me for money. Well, my dad didn't raise no idiot. I blocked him immediately and reported his profile to the dating app we met on. I got catfished. I'd never been catfished by a man. I said this out loud in my head. Oh my God, when he walked up. I didn't want to be a jerk, so I gave the date a fair chance. The date went well, but I eventually found out his roommate was not his roommate, but it was his ex-wife who he's still in love with. Just be careful. I went on a third date with someone from Bumble. We had planned a coffee walking date on a gorgeous sunny afternoon. We met at the park and got along great as we got our coffees. So I jumped in his car when it started raining. Is that here in town? And expected what would be a chat and drink the rest of the coffee. He whips his out
Yo.
We hadn't even kissed.
He took it out.
Mm-hmm. When I got home, I went to block him, and he'd already blocked me. Weirdo. You got to be careful.
He knew he was wrong.
You got to be careful. I met my husband through Tinder. Granted, it was 10 years ago, so I didn't think about the premium feature back then. And the same with my friend and her husband. Another friend met her husband through Bumble about 3 years ago. Another two friends have met their significant others through Tinder. Lots of people I work with have met their spouses, partners through Bumble also. I've had some nice dates via Tinder before meeting my husband. I should do that. I should ask that on the Facebook. Have you met a significant other on a dating app?
Nice.
And see how many people, how many people will actually respond to that?
You should.
Or better yet with this, where did you meet your significant other? Well, I think the number one answer will be
Bullwinkles.
I was going to say bar. Number two will probably be church.
Yeah.
But I think number one will be bar.
Tell you the place to meet him is those farmers markets. Got the girls wear the one-piece coveralls.
Should I take Millie out to the farmers market tomorrow? I can't.
Women that grow their own vegetables. That's where it's at. That's the kind of partner you want to be looking for.
I went on a 20-hour first date. We met at Waffle House at 1 a.m., went ghost hunting, and then to Starbucks, and then hung out at his place playing Pokemon after that.
Pokemon.
There you go.
Yeah, if you're a gamer nerd, it's probably very satisfying to link up and develop a relationship with someone who loves gaming as much as you do.
Well, you don't have to talk.
Yeah, you operate in this world that you play your game in, you know? You can be a level 80 night elf mage with a plus 24 spell power robe.
Sorry, Jason, you can't be a plus 24 spell power. You can only go to 20.
But I'm Frostspec.
Man, Instagram kicked us off. Better than Ezra got us kicked off Instagram this morning.
Nice.
Dang.
That song's a banger, and Instagram knows it.
Good job. But yeah, all right, so I'll do that for my survey today. Where did you meet your significant other? And do we both think that bar, restaurant, somewhere will be the number one? Answer church, number two.
That's a good question. No, bar won't be number one. Bar will be number two.
Do you think that people will admit that they met their significant other?
Sure.
On a dating app?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've been
dating app will be number three. Your number one on that list, that ranker, is going to be
dog park.
No, introduced through a friend or through
setups.
Yeah, or through just met them through a group I'm in,
blind date.
Or just not church, but I don't know, just met through something.
I think church will be up there.
Church will be up there.
But I think that a less popular answer will be he was hiding in my bushes.
Right.
I don't think that will be a very popular answer.
That's true.
That might be lower down the list.
Yeah, if you're doing that, you're probably not going to be getting a romantic connection with that person.
Level 20. So we say set up, bars, church, apps.
I don't know about setup.
I mean, but let me set you up and my friend. That's what I mean.
Yeah, just met through acquaintances
met through
and friends. Yeah. There you go. That's what I
met
think.
Through friends.
Yeah, right. That should be number one.
Mm-hmm. You probably won't hear that she was married to my brother. You probably won't hear that one a lot.
Probably not. No. Probably not.
That would be a rare case.
Or a lot of that probably not going to be volunteered. That information.
Yeah, that's true. That you want to. I rear-ended her driving, and then we hit it off. We met by accident, literally.
You want to have a good meeting story.
You gotta have a good meet cute.
Meet cute, yeah.
We need to do another meet cute.
Well, it needs to be totally different, totally revamped. And we need to have incentives for the guys to show up. Because the girls brought it.
With the revamping part, we got to change the music.
The music, yeah, right. You do, actually.
No, I think you did y'all did a great job.
Just barroom players over in the corner. But the men have got to show up this time because it was embarrassing. I was embarrassed for our gender, Gregor.
I was embarrassed also.
Here we are, always belly aching about ain't nobody dating this town. And then literally you got a buffet of these beautiful, successful women under one roof. And the best we can. What? What are we doing?
So what we're talking about is, what was this, like 4 or 5 months ago?
Yeah.
That we did a meet cute, and we had to where people came and showed off their friends. that it wasn't like a speed dating to where you talked about yourself. It's like where your friends talked about you. And so we did this, and what do you say, 30 women showed up?
Was it that many?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like 2 guys. And they were both like 60.
It was pretty sad. It was pretty sad.
And I mean, they're very, very nice guys.
And you know what that is?
One of them was a very, very nice guy. The other is weird. But no guys showed up.
Yeah. And you know what that is? That's fear and insecurity right there. Because guys are so afraid of their own shadow when it comes to this world. You know what?
Sorry,
you got to take the leap. The ladies made the leap. Good for you, ladies.
Well, I didn't want to be involved with it. And Patty,
Yeah.
that you can hear later on with Living Tallahassee on air, she brought me back into it. And I was like, oh, I was the organizer. But I tell you what, from that, I did make a dear friend.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I mean, a dear friend out of that I'm like part of their family.
Very good.
No, love it.
Really?
Yeah, hilarious. She'd be perfect for somebody. Perfect for somebody.
Well, how about not for you?
She's a good friend.
All right.
Good friend.
That's all you're going to say about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will not press.
Do not press. Do not press. But yeah, so we need to do another one of those. And I like the location. Maybe we can do one in the fall.
Hey, that location, perfect.
So do it at the Monroe again. Do it in the fall.
Monroe is just a wonderful place.
Right?
I dig that outdoor covered space a lot.
Mm-hmm. And we'll have you and Neil play again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And we'll do the same concept. Just we need dudes.
We need dudes. We need good dudes.
We need
Dudes that
good
have
dudes.
good resumes, you know?
Like other than me, there weren't many good dudes there. Except for that very successful lawyer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember him.
Yeah, the incredibly successful lawyer. The one that I don't
Oh,
think,
yes.
I don't think he drove. I think that a helicopter dropped him off.
Yeah, dropped off. I think he might have parachuted in, actually, you know? The thing where he pulls the ropes and just where he's going to land.
He made me feel very ashamed of what I've done with my life.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He taught me how to bait a hook.
That's how amazing. I mean, that day, and hopefully he found a date out of the 1,000 women that were there. I mean, it could have been 1,000 as far as the amount of men that were there. That's how many successful, and we're not talking like little success. These are like hugely successful, beautiful women.
Well, I'll say this. This is a hot take. If you're a man in Tallahassee and you got money, you can date if you want to. The dating is out there for you.
Ken said, our good friend Ken Deemer, he met Natalie at work.
How about that? See, yeah.
Ken was a prostitute at the time.
Ken.
We'll be right back. We're running late.
Hey, girl, you know you drive me crazy. Won't push a rhythm in.
You're back with the Greg Tish Show, where Tallahassee wakes up.
Terry not able to make it in today. Jay Revel is going to be calling in because he's heading down to the beautiful community of Live Oak. So he'll be calling in on his way down.
What's he doing there today?
I didn't ask.
Oh,
I don't get too much into his business.
I hear that, man.
So I'm just like, if he just let me know he was heading down there. He goes, "You want me to call in?" I said, "That'd be great." Or join the live stream. Because I want more people to start joining the live stream via Jeff Sarwin, as he does when he joins us from San Diego, because I think it's just a good look.
Why doesn't Brian Cerny join us on the live stream?
I've asked him many times.
He should.
And he does it. He said, I don't have my makeup on.
He don't want to be on camera.
It's like, even like Steve Stewart. He could join us, from his beautiful back porch. I'm assuming he has a nice back porch, with the birds chirping and everything.
But he does one better. He comes in live.
I know, but he could do the stream if he needed to.
That'd be cool.
Instead of saying, then that would save him time coming over.
You know who we should do a regular stream with or include her on the stream? Live from Destin, Kinsey from the Tallahassee Magazine.
That have a stream with her with yoga?
Yeah. Get all that backdrop there from Destin. It's beautiful, man.
Good morning. How's yoga going? It's going good. Namaste.
I do the praying dog.
No.
I don't know any of those.
Downward
dog.
That's a tough yoga position.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Yeah. And then you have the cow and the cat.
Yeah.
The cow is when you're on all fours and you shove your stomach down.
Really?
Stretch your stomach. And then the cat, it's like you're a scared cat and you stretch your back all the way the other way.
And then you start making the weird gagging noises.
Then you spit up a sock. And then actually one of the tougher ones if you're not like used to stretching and stuff, is just putting your ankles together and just sitting back on your ankles.
Sounds nice.
But sometimes that can be tough. And then I like yoga. Namaste. So Odyssey, you planning on seeing that?
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
So IMAX Theater. So they've added at Challenger. They added a 2 p.m. screening.
Really?
And you know what they're doing? Because it's a very loud movie that like Christopher Nolan has made it for like people that have hearing problems. That's how loud they say it is.
Mm-hmm.
That Challenger, they give out earplugs if you need them.
Hey, wow. How about that?
It's like, all right. We also got this weekend the 38th Art and Gadsden exhibition going on.
That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. So it's opens today at 5 p.m. and the exhibit will feature 105 original works of art by 87 artists across North Florida, South Georgia.
That's downtown Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
We popped into that little museum a few weeks ago. It's very lovely.
And let me tell you, guess who's playing at 5 p.m. today?
5 p.m. where?
Mm-hmm. At
this thing?
Mm-hmm. Your favorite duo.
Sauce Boss.
Your favorite duo.
Hot Tamale.
Hot Tamale.
Hardest working band in show business.
Hot Tamale is playing. I guess that's at the award ceremony. Excuse me. So you have to wait till Sunday.
I bet they play Kodachrome.
Paul Simon done.
I can hear them doing that.
So they will be playing on the 24th at 5 p.m. And then they'll have an award ceremony at 6:15. So if you want to go see Jason's favorite band, you can go to see them at Art and Gadsden. My mom used to bring home those posters because they'd always have like a nice poster. We'd always have
Hot Tamale?
No, Art and Gadsden.
Right.
Our dead corner, a Hot Tamale poster.
Hey, there you go.
Hot Tamale poster.
Or little Hot Tamale statue busts fashioned out of pasta noodles.
Ooh. The 4th annual Tuesday Songwriter Showcase is starting this weekend also.
Cool. Where's that?
At Amicus.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I've not been there yet.
It's really cool. Nice. Do you know they have root beer there?
Really?
So good.
Nice.
They make it.
That's awesome.
It's so good. More breweries should do root beer.
Mm-hmm.
The event features area singers and songwriters performing 25 minutes of original material. That can either be a really good thing or holy crap, we got 20 more minutes of this.
Right.
So Michael Brar is hosting. Here's some of the people they're playing. Robin O'Leary, Tracy Hornbin, Allie Lanigan, and Del Suggs. So Del and Allie, you're going to have some good music there.
They're playing together or separate?
No, they're playing on their own. Yeah. And also, it's Christmas in July in
Word.
Thomasville.
Oh,
Oh, man, we
cool.
should have. It's Christmas Eve in July. We should have done all Christmas music today.
Could have, yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Like last week, I got all excited because we were going to I wanted to do Christmas music today, and I forgot all about it.
Let's just do our own rendition of sleigh bells. I hear those sleigh bells ringing out, ring, ding, ling a ding, ding.
Me too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Robert Goulet? Is that you?
Yes. So lots going on. And you had Les Mis taking place at Young Actors Theater.
What? They're doing Les Mis? I'd love to see that.
Do you know how many people are in this production?
How many? 85. No way. 85 local people in this production.
85 student performers.
I would watch that now.
And 2 casts in one of the most ambitious productions in the organization YAT's Young Actors Theater 50-year history. Les Mis, the school edition.
That's rad, man.
That's pretty cool. So that's going to be 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and then 1 p.m. on Saturday.
That
Sunday,
might be
excuse me, 1 p.m. on Sunday.
That might be the pick of the weekend right there.
The Les Mis student edition?
Yeah.
I love Les Mis. Remember when everybody had to have that Les Mis shirt? You might be a little too young for that. Man, if you had a Les Mis shirt, it was fantastic. I remember my friend that his dad got a box of bootleg Les Mis shirts. Oh, I'm going to take them out of the flea market and sell them. And I was just like, do you think they're going to buy those at the flea market?
I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh, yeah. You had with the little girl, and it just said Les Mis.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be dang.
Oh, that was like wearing a Spree shirt.
A Spree? Oh, we got to go. We got to go.
Oh, be right back with John Reed.
The beginning of life. For infants, wipe their gums with a clean, soft cloth after feeding, and make sure to schedule your child's initial dental visit before their first birthday. As your child grows, make sure they brush twice a day and floss before bed, limit sugary snacks and drinks, and schedule regular dental checkups. Focusing on healthy dental habits early helps children grow into healthy adults. Visit floridahealth.gov/dental health to learn more. This message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Health and the Florida Association of Broadcasters.
Join Real Talk 93.3 and the Greg Tish Show at the 2026 Annual Chamber Conference live from Amelia Island. Brought to you by Capital Health Plan and the Center for Healthy Aging. Listen to the live broadcast on Thursday and Friday, August 13th and 14th, and hear all about the newest businesses and latest innovations coming to Tallahassee, as well as discussing real issues affecting our region's future. It's the Greg Tish Show live at the Annual Chamber Conference, August 13th and 14th. Brought to you by Capital Health Plan Center for Healthy Aging, improving health through evidence-based, age-friendly health care for older adult members. Stay tuned for more of the Greg Tish Show live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios after this Town Hall news break on Real Talk 93.3 WVFT, Redmond, Tallahassee.
The Trump administration announcing double-digit tariffs on dozens of trading partners.
President Trump is citing human rights abuses to impose new tariffs of 10 to 12.5% on products from 60 countries, citing their failure to enforce an import ban on goods produced with forced labor. The announcement came just as the 150-day clock runs out on temporary 10% levies he imposed after the Supreme Court struck down his larger tariffs from February. Under Section 301 of the 1974 Trade Act, the president is permitted to impose such taxes. A statement from U.S. Trade Representative Jamison Greer says the action will begin to correct what is both a human rights abuse and distortive trade practice. Jennifer King, Washington.
AI data centers are rapidly becoming the hottest of hot-button issues in communities around the country. President Trump says elected as well as business leaders have a big sales job.
You have to convince your community how great these things. You can't fight it. You have to go with it. And you're going to have all that protection, and we're giving you automatic protection, but you're going to make a tremendous amount of money. You're going to reduce taxes, and you're going to have something that if you don't have it, everybody else wants it.
The president hosting a forum at which governors and utility company brass signed on to a voluntary pledge to shield consumers from higher utility bills resulting from data centers. Local and, in the case of New York, a state ban on data centers have been imposed. TikTok could be on the hook for a huge fine from the European Union after the EU ruled that it failed to safeguard the privacy of children. Heads up for the Hawaiian Islands. Hurricane Fausto strengthened into a Category 2 storm. Forecasters say it is expected to bear down on the Hawaiian Islands next week. Watching Wall Street this morning, the Dow futures 192 points higher. NASDAQ futures 4 points lower. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
Your sports action update on Real Talk 93.3 with all the latest odds from Vegas.
The Atlanta Braves have Grant Holmes on the mound today. He's 6-4, 3.70 ERA. Slight underdog, -101 at Baltimore. The Orioles send out Trevor Rogers. He's $1.20 favorite. Tampa Bay Rays laying $1.42 at home against the Cleveland Guardians at Tropicana Field. It's Shane McClanahan for the Rays, Joey Cantillo for the Guardians. Danny Hamlin, the +350 favorite with the Brickyard 400 Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Sunday. Tyler Reddick +550. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson both 7-1. William Byron is 9-1. Truck Series today at Indy. Lane Riggs, the +250 favorite. Score $500 in rewards with the G-Bank First Bet VSiN Trifecta. Details at vsin.com/GBank. For more sports betting news and information, go to vsin.com. Mike Son at Real Talk 93.3.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for, ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. Finger licking machine. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, this is for my homeowner friends out there. You know who you are. When you get your grass cut, you're going to inspect the work, make sure it's good. Get your house painted, check around every corner and edge, make sure that's done right. Get a new roof, get to get eyes on those shimmering new shingles. Get your septic tank cleaned. Bet you're not popping your head down in there to take a look around. You got to trust it's done right. I'll make it easy. Go see my friend Greg Miller, Miller Septic. They're my guys. I trust them, and you can too. MillerSeptic.com. That's it. That's the commercial. That's the whole thing. Check them out. That's MillerSeptic.com.
Hey, you, can't you read the sign? It says, keep off the grass. Oh, but I just wanted to feel it. Excuse me? I wanted to feel what it was like to have an amazing lawn like you do. It always looks so good, even in the summertime. How do you do it, neighbor? They're called Lawn Johns. They come once a week. Maybe you should give them a call so you can tell other people to stay off your lawn. How's that sound? Ooh, yes, I would love to.
From the Grassroots Coffee Studios, you're listening to Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Jason, I'm a little giddy right now because we have one of our dear old friends that used to be a big voice on the station.
Well, I don't know about old, but all right. I guess maybe
dear
old.
friend,
Maybe
dear
old.
friend.
Right,
John
dear,
Reed
yes,
is in with us. I have asked John a lot of times to come in and it just doesn't work out.
That is true. That is true. I'm a dad.
Mhm.
These kids are so selfish. They want you
They
to
gotta
feed
go to
them,
school and clothe them.
It's ridiculous.
And-
So, but they're away on a vacation. So I am here, and I'd love to get here more often. I really do miss being in the station.
We miss your show. We miss everything. We need to get you back on.
Yeah,
And and thank you for coming.
Those that
in.
may not know, I had a show here for
Yeah.
God, maybe 5-6 years. Capital Connections with
Mhm.
John Reed.
Reed.
My name is John Reed, so it
Mhm.
only made sense that I host the show.
Well, like same with my show.
I mean, what a coincidence. Yeah.
with Jason Taylor
So-
hosting the Greg Tish show is weird.
Yeah, that would be
Mm-hmm.
wild. So, but it's great to be back here. The studio looks so much different than when I was here last. It is beautiful.
When
Beautiful.
you
work.
had requested to do something and you're like, I'll just go to the conference room. I was like, my God, it's been a long
I
time
know.
since you've been in.
I know.
But it looks completely different in here.
Yes. So I have to be in court right after this. So
Okay.
I don't normally wear a tie on
Well, you
Friday.
still have shorts
but-
on.
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
it's Zoom court.
well,
And you're-
underwear, shorts. Yeah.
you're
So yeah.
welcome to be in
But
it. All right. One of the things that seems to be there seems to be a lot of what ifs or how's this going to work is with the property tax amendment. And I know it'll be written up once it gets on the ballot that a lot of people that the language that's on the ballot is sometimes written in a way to where if people don't understand it, they're like, well, it's on the ballot, so it must be good.
Mhm.
And they'll just bubble in yes.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people want to get it on the ballot to make it part of the Constitution because you got a good chance of moving forward with that. And so property tax amendment, what's going on with this? Can you explain it to the folks that may just be hearing about this but don't really know what they're just hearing, hey, we're doing away with property tax, and they're like, oh, this is a great thing.
Which it does not do, but I think it's important because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Now, I think this is a timely discussion because there are 3 lawsuits that have been filed. They've been consolidated into one, and there is a hearing next Wednesday at 2:30 on motions for summary judgment to see if it will either be removed from the ballot or whether it will be sent to the Attorney General's office for them to rewrite the ballot title and summary, or whether it'll just go forward as is. So I think it's important to point out the governor had proposed a property tax amendment that would have wiped out property taxes on homestead properties completely. It would have been $250,000 with the homestead exemption would go from $50,000 to $250,000 for 2 years, then to $500,000 for the next 2 years after 4. After 4, property taxes on homestead properties would be wiped out completely.
And of course, if you hear that and you're a homeowner, you're like,
yeah,
this is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, that didn't make it. The legislature rejected that. That also had a provision in there that would create a trust fund at the state level that would be used to fund essential services because property taxes pays for police, fire, fixing roads, et cetera. So nobody knows how are we going to pay for these things. So the state was going to set up a trust fund to try to help local governments plug in the holes. Well, the legislature did away with that because they felt that was misleading because they created a trust fund with no funding source. So it could just be an empty bank account. Doesn't do you any good.
Hey, we're setting this up, but how are we getting money in there? Well, we set it up.
Yeah, we set it up. So they took that out. They also, instead of eliminating property taxes for homestead properties after a year, for 1 year, beginning in January, the homestead exemption will go from $50,000 to $150,000. And then the next year it'll go to $250,000. And then after that, it will be tied to inflation. And then there's some language about the legislature can come back to set up a schedule for eliminating property taxes, but it doesn't actually eliminate property taxes. So that part's been a little misleading. The governor doesn't like this. I mean, he said he's going to vote for it, but he will not raise a finger to campaign for it. He's upset. They rejected his proposal. He doesn't like it. The last 2 years have been just this massive foo fight between the legislature and the governor's office. And this is kind of another example of that. So, but there is lawsuits that have been filed. Like I said, they'll be in court before Judge David Frank on Wednesday afternoon. And it really is regarding the ballot title and the ballot summary. Now, the Florida Constitution, statutes, and Florida Supreme Court case law requires that the title and summary be clear, unbiased, and informative. We want to give people...
Who writes the title? I mean,
it is the legislature.
Okay.
And for an amendment to go on the ballot from the legislature, it needs to be passed by a joint resolution with a 2/3 vote in both chambers. and it has the actual language that amends the Constitution, as well as the language for the ballot title and the ballot summary. That's adopted by the legislature, 2/3 in both the Senate and the House.
Okay.
It then goes to the voters. Well, the language is extremely misleading. And there is many cases in the past where language like this has been taken off the ballot. So
okay. And that was going to be a question. Is this a common thing for people to bring up lawsuits about the language on the ballot?
It is. And I think that, hold on, I tried to highlight some of this, so I wasn't going through the entire thing. So yes, so we have, and I take that back. It wasn't 2/3 votes, 3/5 votes.
Okay.
So a little bit lower threshold, but still it has to be done by both. And the Constitution says you have a joint resolution, and then it says proposals to amend the Constitution shall be submitted to the electors, and that's the exact language that's in the Constitution. And that and then it's subject to a 60% vote. That was a change we made about 10, 15 years ago. So that language shall be submitted to the electors is very relevant as it relates to one of the lawsuits that's been consolidated among the three. But I think the big issue they're raising is that the title and the summary are very misleading. Here's an example. So the title is Save Our Homes from Excessive Property Taxes. I don't think anybody would say that's unbiased, simply informative. It doesn't talk about
instead of
homestead properties.
Tax,
yeah. And I think they actually, this one lawsuit that I brought with me.
Are they, well, now can I ask who's bringing the lawsuits that have combined? Are these municipalities or these individuals?
There's one lawsuit that's brought by former mayors and a political committee that they created. There's another, I think, a former mayor of South Miami. And then the other one, and I do have to disclose, Al Lawson, former congressman, former state legislators, good friend of mine, business partner. We do a lot of work together. He is one of the plaintiffs, along with Jeff Brandes. Jeff Brandes is a former Republican state senator. Al Lawson is a former Democratic congressman and state legislator. So it's a bipartisan effort.
Okay.
Yep. And they are the ones that not only is saying that the language is deceptive, but the statutory remedy that allows the attorney general to fix the language is in itself unconstitutional. And we'll get to that. But here's some titles of other amendments dealing with homestead: ad valorem property taxation assessments, exceptions, limitations, and homesteads.
My grandmother is not going to know what the hell that means.
But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be neutral, not save our homes from excessive property taxes. Now, they do point out in one of these lawsuits, there was a lawsuit brought many years ago by environmentalists that had a title, Save Our Everglades. And the Florida Supreme Court struck that down. They said that was emotional language, that you're not supposed to have emotional language on the ballot.
To that
so they kind of point out it's very similar. Save our homes from excessive property taxes, save our Everglades. Yeah, it's not informative. It's almost, and if you look at the entire summary, it has a lot of factual errors. It says exempts the first $250,000 of the homestead's value, but we said it's actually $150,000. It talks about it protects small businesses. There's absolutely nothing in here that protects small businesses. It does lower the assessment value for non-homestead properties, but that would apply to the small business the same way it would apply to Walmart or Amazon. So it's not limited to small. And then it said it would ensure funding for core services. And like I said, that was actually taken out, but that was kept in the summary. So
let me ask you this before we go to break. This seems rushed. This seems like something, or could I be wrong? Has this been something that's been kind of brewing for years and years downtown and then finally has made it to the ballot? Or because this just seems like a last year or two thing to get rid of property taxes, or has this been, it just seems rushed?
I think there's a couple of things. One, it has been building for a number of years. I think everybody's seen property values have exploded over recent years. And while our tax rates may stay the same, if the property values go up, your property taxes go up. So I think that while this was occurring, a lot of local governments, I think, had the opportunity to maybe lower the rate to try to provide some relief to homeowners, and they didn't do that.
Yeah.
So to some degree, local governments who are crying foul now kind of did this to themselves. They had an opportunity to do the right thing. They didn't do it. And the legislature came in, and now they're attempting to kill a fly with a sledgehammer. So both sides, I think, are kind of wrong. I think this will probably not pass but I think it sends a shot across the bow. And I think local government's going to say, okay, message received. We're going to start doing more, start living more within our means, and provide some real relief to voters. But yeah, the governor came out, crafted a proposal behind closed doors. Nobody knew what it was going to be. Came out. He released it to Fox News before he gave it to the legislature. So they were learning about it for the first time by watching cable news. And then the legislature threw theirs together in about 72 hours. To change a major funding source for the state of Florida in that short of time is somewhat reckless.
John Reed is in studio with us, filling in for Thomas and Terry.
Yes. Big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill.
Yes, big shoes to fill. Clown shoes. Yes, yes. So,
be right back.
Yes.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning, Greg, Jason, and everyone listening. We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. That should continue through the afternoon, but a few showers can pop up after 2 p.m. A better chance of rain will be later this evening and into the night. This weekend we'll also see scattered storms, so have an indoor plan at the ready. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
When I get home from work, I'm ready to relax. So I call Swain Pools and Spas to put my pool in the back. I call Swain Pools and Spas. Now I'm soaking up the fun when I want to.
In Tallahassee, when it comes to pool repairs and renovations, nobody does it better than Swain, and they've been doing it for over 46 years. Turn your worn, outdated, or neglected pool into something you're proud of again. Whether your pool needs resurfacing, tile repairs or replacement, equipment upgrades, or even a full makeover, nobody does it better than Swain Pools and Spas. Trusted for quality, reliability, and service, visit Swain Pools today under the huge sign on Tharp Street or at swainpools.com.
Hey, Jeff, what's up, buddy? I was just thinking, I never tell you that when you grow up, one of the things that you'll miss are the games that you created with your friends in the neighborhood.
Oh, good days.
So I would have my buddy come over, and then we'd make up these games that were kind of like a hodgepodge of every game that you've ever played.
Kind of like the bikes we built.
Correct. Yes. And it's a grand experiment. In the beginning, nobody knows how to play the game, and you argue about what the rules are going to be. And in the end, everybody knows how to play the game. By the end of that summer, you know the rules, the neighborhood know the rules, and you play that game like it's the greatest game ever played.
But they still try to break the rules, right?
Oh, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But at the end, Eddie, you're never going to play it again, and you'll think about it the rest of your life.
And the best game you ever played was that game.
Never been a better one.
Hey, you want to have a Gordo Smash, Jeff?
I do. I'd like that. Gordo's, bringing the flavor and flair of Cuban food to Tallahassee since 1996.
Hi, Chris Kraft for Kraft Nissan. A friend of mine was planning his family's summer vacation. Their SUV had gotten a little older than they intended. So he called me up and he asked, is it really true that Nissan took the top spot for reliability among all mainstream brands in the last J.D. Power report? And I said, yes. He was like, better than Toyota, Ford, Honda? Yes, yes, and yes, I replied. Then I told him about our 0% interest for 5 years, and he was off on a test drive. And he drove home with a new Pathfinder for summer vacation. That's right, Nissan is fighting to lower car payments, and 0% is back. Kraft Nissan has 0% for 60 months on the most reliable SUVs in America. Nissan Rogue, Murano, and Pathfinder. And 0% on our popular truck, the Nissan Frontier. And don't forget, Kraft Nissan is home of the New For You program. It puts 4 out of 5 people with things in their credit into a brand new car. Recent divorce, bankruptcy, or credit score under 600? No problem. Plus, with Kraft Nissan's lifetime limited powertrain warranty and 6 models priced under $30,000, make this summer vacation the best one in years. Kraft Nissan, Tallahassee.
Barry knows cool, he's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool, you can
Warmer temperatures mean more strain on your heating and air system. Time to call Barano Heating and Air and get a full checkup on your HVAC system to keep it healthy through the summer months. Barano Heating and Air. Any day, anytime, anywhere. Get details at baranoac.com.
Barano Heating and Air Conditioning.
Easy, 116-186.
This is G. Deckeroff. In 1979, my friend Guy Moore opened his first store. Over 45 years later, Garnet and Gold is still providing the Seminole Nation with unique ways to show their spirit. As the last locally owned FSU merchandise source in Tallahassee, we're proud to be a part of the Florida State experience and this community. If you're a Seminole like me, this is your store. Garnet and Gold. Go Noles.
I'm Keith Gross. I've already pledged to donate my congressional salary to worthy causes here in North Florida. I'm not running for a paycheck or a political career. I'm running because our country needs patriots willing to fight for America First values. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
The Greg Tish Show is sponsored by Southeast Portable Buildings for gazebos, pole barns, garages, and storage sheds. Visit southeastportablebuildings.com.
One city, one voice, one morning show. Welcome back to the Greg Tish Show.
Here, you broke him. All right, he's not welcome back. Breaking headphones.
Jesus Christ, how big is my head?
All right. Look at that. John Reed, punk rock John Reed.
Those things are crap anyway.
No, these are the best headphones ever.
You got to get these AKGs, man. These are the bad boys.
Jeez.
We have that. All right, you good now? Can you hear?
I think so.
All right,
yeah.
good.
So
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
They break all the time.
Do they really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So-
Easter Island called. They want my head back. So yeah,
Gum.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Gum. That's right.
I would say with the constitutional amendments, and then so you let me know. I was like, why wasn't this passed in the legislature? Why wasn't this with the homestead exemption, with removing it? But it has to be in the Constitution because
yes,
the homestead exemption is in the Constitution, but also with the language and how things are written in Rush. And I'll go to medical marijuana on this. That medical marijuana was on the ballot, but the language was it's not smokable.
Yes.
And then so everybody, oh my God, medical marijuana. Yes. We can smoke all we want. And then they had to go back and change that because after people voted on it, they're like, oh, well, they're saying that it's only in pill form. Well, that's what was written in the actual thing, but nobody does. All they saw was the headline.
Yeah.
Nobody read the article. And I think that's with this as we finish up our conversation with the homestead exemption, with that going away, that I think everybody's just going to see the headline.
Yep.
And not dive into it.
And I think that was the key. Now there's been a lot of opposition. I thought Rick Scott came out and kind of opposed it the other day, which kind of surprised me. Said the governor's kind of running away from it. I don't see a whole lot of legislators campaigning on it. I think they kind of passed it under duress. Kind of realized that, we have to do this. Plus affordability is kind of the big issue in the campaign. You see Democrats are running with that issue. I think Republicans said we need to use our own affordability issue. So I think this was probably a good issue for them politically. And I think that was probably a big driving force behind it. So, but it's lean to the ballot. Early polling had it right at 60%. And that surprised me because usually a lot of people, like you'd said, they kind of just come in. Oh, I haven't really read it. Yes. Judges, same thing. Yes. Retain. People don't really put that much thought into it. The fact that this started at 60 before any opposition mounted was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But now I think you're seeing people from the right, from the left, from the middle are all coming out and saying, whoa, hold on a second. This may be a little too much at first. So I think it does face an uphill battle at this point. But like I said, it may not make it to the ballot depending on what happens in court this week.
But how do we do this? Because the mail-in ballots have already gone out. I mean,
this is on the November ballot.
Okay. So it's not in the okay.
So they have until I think typically your supervisors are going to go.
And I knew that
they're going to go print their ballots at like last week of August, maybe first couple of days of September.
Okay.
So they've got some time because those military ballots are so early that they have to do it around that time. So
that's just 2 weeks.
Yeah. So that's why the hearing is next
Okay.
week. And then we'll see. And then they're going to see if whoever loses, they're going to try to fast track an appeal. Will they go to the first DCA? Will they immediately certify it to the Supreme Court? I think that's probably what they will do. So it's going to be tough.
Will that get fast tracked? Because, probably who wrote that language is like, there's this deadline for the printing.
Yep.
That's out there. We need to make sure that this, we don't get to the Supreme Court before that printing goes out, because once it's out.
Well, I think that whoever wins in the trial court is going to want it to go real slow.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see a lot of gamemanship, and seeking a stay. If an injunction is granted, they're going to seek a stay pending appeal, and then we'll say let's take our time on the appeal, which essentially means it just stays as is.
Italy has that 1-0 lead on the pitch. They're just going to kick the ball around, so the other team cannot.
Exactly. So, So I think so we have this language. The thing that I thought, and I kind of wanted to talk about it because as a kind of constitutional nerd, I thought it was pretty cool. But the legislature adopted language that said if there's a defective ballot or a ballot title or summary, it then goes to the attorney general, who must redraft the title and summary within 10 days. Now, an argument that's being made in one of the lawsuits is that that's a separation of powers problem, because the amendment to the Constitution.
Who appointed the attorney general?
Well, typically he's elected.
Okay.
But he was, because there was a vacancy.
Okay.
He was appointed by the governor. But he is a member.
That's what I meant.
But he's typically elected, and he is a member of the executive branch, not the legislative branch. So the argument is being made is that the Constitution is very clear that the legislature, by a 3/5 vote in both chambers, makes proposals to amend the Constitution, and then those proposals shall be submitted to the voters. And those words are key, shall be submitted. So now they have set up a statute that says, well, if the legislature doesn't do their job, the attorney general could swoop in and fix it. And the lawsuit is claiming that no, this is the legislative branch's job. You can't have the executive branch come in and fix things.
That could be a Pandora's box for a lot of things.
So they're actually trying to strike down that statute as being unconstitutional. I thought that was quite fascinating. Another issue is that you have to have a homestead exemption no later than January 1st of 2027 to get this exemption. If you buy a new home on January 2nd on 2027, you then have to live for 5 years with that homestead exemption before you're able to get the tax break. And that's a provision that was put in there. There is a very similar issue.
Was that kind of a protective, a plan B?
I think it was to prevent people from swarming in the state and population swelling. So I understand the policy behind it, but there is precedent that says you can't do that. It's discriminatory to new residents. It has to apply to all across the board. So those are that's also as far as the misleading language, but also that 5-year delay is a problem. So are we done?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not talking about politics, but hey, I thought this was a lot to talk about. Very important.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great seeing you, my friend.
Hey, great being here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sorry about the headphones.
It's fine. We'll bill you.
All right. Okay.
Jay Revel will be calling in on the road. We're talking a little Tallahassee history when we get back.
News now.
A longtime Gadsden County School Board employee is facing new charges accused of using district money to buy copper wire and then selling it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. 50-year-old Michael Pride, a school district employee for more than 30 years, is now charged with grand theft of more than $100,000. Investigators say Pride used school funds to purchase significant amounts of copper from a local electrical supply company, then sold the material to a Tallahassee scrapyard. The alleged scheme ran from September of 2021 through April of this year, bringing in roughly $224,000. Pride told investigators he was only selling old copper removed from school buildings. He also reportedly said he kept a couple $100 and used the remaining money to buy food for employees or help their families. School board officials were unaware Pride was selling the copper he was previously charged with dealing in stolen property, grand theft, and driving with a suspended or revoked license. This is Rachel Lene with your Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update. Brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
Here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are starting off warm once again and muggy. Today will be a hot one with highs in the upper 90s and the heat index surpassing 105. While there will be a few spotty afternoon showers, the bigger chance of rain and even thunder will be later this evening and into the night. Scattered showers and storms are expected throughout the weekend as a frontal line moves in. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
At Epps Decorating Center, we're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore, available at Epps Decorating Center with 2 locations in Tallahassee. Find a store near you and visit EppsDecorating.com. That's EppsDecorating.com.
The next 15 seconds can help you save money. If a room isn't being used in your house, close the curtains and blinds to help the house stay cooler. Less heat getting in means less stress on your AC system. Choose E&B Heating and Air. We sell the best and fix the rest, or it's free.
Pinch a Penny Pools has 12,000 square feet of hot tubs, over 20,000 gallons of tub capacity to choose from. That's 4,620,000 cubic inches of hot tubs. But if you don't want to take my word for it, check them out yourself. Pinch a Penny Pools and Spas, locally owned, and the easiest way to find relaxation at home.
Close your eyes and think of true Mexican flavor. It is not just about spice, it's about heritage. Maria Maria Homemade Mexican Cuisine honors that history every single day. At Maria Maria, they do not take shortcuts. They live by a strict adherence to traditional cooking methods. This is truly authentic Mexican food, exactly as it was meant to be. Every dish on their menu comes straight from cherished family recipes. Taste the difference in their signature tostadas, built perfectly fried crisp tortillas and piled high with fresh traditional ingredients. These are the sacred flavors passed down through generations. See for yourself their full traditional menu online at mariamaria.com. Bring your whole family tonight. Maria Maria Homemade Mexican Cuisine, 1304 North Monroe in Tallahassee.
Games for Less, Tallahassee's largest selection of new and used games, as well as new and used consoles like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Atari 2600, PS4, and PS5. You name it. Locally owned and operated since 1994, trade-ins are not only welcome, but Games for Less pays more for your trade-ins than the big chain stores. That's not all. Games for Less now buys and sells new and used vinyl records to boot. George loves the Beatles, by the way. Reserve all the new releases today at Games for Less, conveniently located in the Walmart Supercenter Plaza on Appalachia Parkway.
This message is sponsored by the Florida Office of Financial Regulation and the Florida Association of Broadcasters.
Secret offers, guaranteed returns, over-the-top promises that you too can make fast money. These are all red flags that you should be wary of when looking at investment opportunities. Visit Florida's Office of Financial Regulation website 24/7 to learn what questions to ask before you invest. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Visit slofr.gov to learn more.
The Greg Tish Show is sponsored.
From the Grassroots Coffee Studios, you're listening to Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Joining me on the phone, I think, for the first time ever is my good friend Jay Revel. We're in to talk a little TLH history, and I'm trying to find a picture to put up of Jay up on the live feed so everybody can see it. So I was trying to find the oldest picture I could find Googling you. Oh, God. They've not letting me save any of them. So you're on the road this morning, heading down to the beautiful community of Live Oak.
Yeah, man. Burning up I-10. I'm testing out the far reaches of the 93.3 Real Talk radius for communication across North Florida.
It goes a lot better the other way. You can sometimes get as far as like Panama City. I mean, one day I was like Mobile is when it started cutting out. But the way you're going, you're going to lose us once you get like, God, almost on the other side of Monticello. It seems like it just worked.
Well, I was going to tell you, I think the reach is about Madison County. I was listening in to the last segment, started cutting out a little bit when we got over here into James Madison territory.
So what that should be for everybody is when you're listening is to make sure when the signal starts cutting out to make sure that you slow down. because you do not want to speed in Madison County.
No, you don't. No, you don't. And if you've been up and down I-10 in each direction lately, you see a lot of watching eyes and radars up and down the highway lately. They've been doing a lot of summer speed stuff. So you got to be careful. You got to be a good driver. Be attentive.
Be attentive. So one of the things that you and I were kind of joking around with last week on our text is like we're a mural loving community. That we got a blank wall somewhere that we'll throw up a mural with some of our great local artists and we'll have that up. But we're not, I mean, we have statues around that we have some beautiful statues around both, all three. Well, I don't know if TSC, do they have any statues?
I don't know.
I don't know about TSC.
I don't know. I know FAM has some in FSU, and then we have some all in the courtyard at the Capitol complex. I know Sheriff's Association, they have one with I think like 6 different statues there, but statues. And then you were saying the governor put one up.
Yeah, last week. So we talked about I don't know, whenever the last time we were chatting was. We were talking about how the governor's done this really cool project with America 250. They put statues to founding fathers and important presidents and other figures from history around the state. A lot of them in our area. I mean, I've passed it through Madison County. They put you got James Madison over here. You got Thomas Jefferson statue in Jefferson County. Ben Franklin down in Franklin County. But he just put a new statue up at the Capitol that is the Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon, which is the namesake for our capital county, which I thought was cool. Hadn't had a chance to get over there and see that yet, but that's probably a little field trip I'll take my kids on or something soon. But I think there's a lot of opportunities for more statues. I think about, if you go to a Washington, D.C., right? Obviously, we have memorials, statues all over the nation's capital. We have some really good ones here in Tallahassee. But, there's probably an opportunity to do more of that, I think. Again, we're a capital city. And I feel like one of the things that maybe we don't do a good enough job is that, that we ought to kind of hit you in the face of being the capital and really lean into that history more. And we were talking about, you mentioned the murals. I love all the artistic murals that we have all over the community. But, if you ever kind of look around, not so many of them are historic in nature. I'm not sure we do a good enough job. It's one of the reasons you and I talk about this on Friday mornings. But I think there's a lot of room for opportunity to do more historical storytelling through murals, through statues, and probably some interesting characters that we could really lean into.
Well, let's say that we have our city of Tallahassee museum that you and I both think that we should have, that there should be a Tallahassee History Museum, that we have the Florida History Museum, which hopefully will be open one day, but here everything's going good and then there's a fire. But we think that we should have a history of Tallahassee Museum, Tallahassee History Museum. And I'll let Jason jump in on this also if he wants. Who would get a statue? Who would get a statue for around the Tallahassee History Museum or throughout the area?
Duval.
Well, I tell you one that would be, I heard this idea some years ago, and I really liked it. I thought this was cool, but you think about a city and its sort of foundational myth, if you will. It's true, but for us, it's the old, why Tallahassee? Why do we go here? Why are we the capital? You're halfway between.
Right. Oh, have those the doctor and okay.
Yeah.
And have one pointing off one direction and the other pointing off the other direction.
Yeah, sure. I think that would be a really cool thing.
That's a great idea.
If you think about, I think about the Adams Street corridor, right?
Mm-hmm.
On one end, you have the Capitol complex. On the other end, you have the governor's mansion. It's a beautiful street, really, in line with live oaks and businesses and all kinds of, really signature elements of our community.
And so we should have.
To me, that that ought to be just like, we ought to really invest in that street, make that one of the most beautiful streets in town, and all up and down it, could be statues like that one.
Who has Memorial Row? Is that Indianapolis? Who has Memorial Row? Or just
Richmond has what, I can't remember the name of the street, but statues all up and down.
Yeah, maybe it's Richmond I was thinking of.
Yeah.
We could have that with Tallahassee. Well, what Tallahassee figures are we putting in? I got one. Blair Stone.
There you go, your boy. I saw your post about it. I like how you remind everybody.
You have to remind everybody every once in a while that Blair Stone was a man.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many that I think would be interesting. One that I think would be kind of cool would be someone like George Proctor. Who was born a slave and helped build a lot of the historic homes all over downtown Tallahassee.
Millionaire.
Up and down, Park Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting. John G. Riley. We have the Riley, house. Obviously, that'd be maybe a cool one to include in there. Again, I love the idea of the two gentlemen who came from both the east and the west and met up here in the middle.
Where we could put that? We could put that. I've been looking to do something at the center of Tallahassee at Park and Adams. That would be perfect, right there. One on one side of the street and the other on the other side of the street. One on Park Avenue, splitting Adams Street.
That's kind of a cool idea. Kind of have them sort of facing each other from across the street. Kind of thing. How at Wall Street, right, New York, they have the big
bull.
The bull.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool too. I mean, this isn't necessarily a historical figure, but it'd be really cool to have a donkey and an elephant kind of squaring off down there on Adams Street somewhere. That'd be kind of a funky thing.
Be a good backdrop, yeah. Because when I go, because I'll be in New York in a week, and I'm sure we're gonna have to take a picture in front of the bull. It's like when we go to Chicago, we got to take a picture in front of the bean. When we go to Cleveland, we got to go with the big love symbol. Where's ours?
That's right. Yeah, it's a cool opportunity. Like I said, we're a capital city. We ought to look like a capital city. Adams Street is really the front door to. When you think about when the legislature is in town, you have so many people from all, not just around the state, but around the whole country and world come to Tallahassee, to state their case. And I feel like we're just missing an opportunity there to really tell that story of who we are through impressive artworks. I'm a big art collector. I love both Tallahassee art, Florida art, especially if it has any kind of historical significance. And I think about people like Sandy Proctor, who's not really sculpting anymore, but you think about all the wonderful pieces that he has put around our community, historical figures on FSU's campus and around the stadium.
Right, Sheriff's Association.
Sheriff's Association one. There's a really great veteran statue at the Leon County Courthouse that he did. There's another one that the Tallahassee Democrat did that's down on Clayman Plaza of a man reading a newspaper.
The newspaper, yeah.
That's a cool one. Another one, a sculptor who passed away some years ago is Edward Jonas. He did some really cool pieces of a lot of those FSU presidents. He's, the statue we've talked about Francis Epps in the past, but I know there was, controversy around that. It ended up being taken down, but that was a really well done piece on FSU's campus, and he really was an incredibly important figure in the history of Tallahassee. I'd like to see that one come back, maybe with some context around it somewhere in town.
Now, we don't have anything in the chain of parks. There's no statues in the chain of parks.
No statues in the chain of parks. That's a great area where you would think you'd have more of that.
I know we have some plaques like to the May Oak that after it got struck by lightning. Oh, all right, let's work on that. Let's have the two guys that said this is where the capital is going to be.
That'd be a good little project.
Yeah.
A guy like me and you.
Let's do it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm not going to keep you on another segment. I'm going to let you drive and get to your destination safely.
Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. And thanks for the opportunity to chat with you as always, buddy.
We always appreciate it. And the first time calling in, I like it, but I don't like it as much as looking across and seeing Jay.
Well, it's certainly not the same. And, I just always glow with joy when I'm in the room with you, buddy.
And I always glow with more joy when you're in the room. One up you. All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
All right. I'm sure I'll be texting you today. Be right back.
Here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning, Greg, Jason, and everyone listening. We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. That should continue through the afternoon, but a few showers can pop up after 2 p.m. A better chance of rain will be later this evening and into the night. This weekend we'll also see scattered storms, so have an indoor plan at the ready. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Florida man, what'd you do to yourself this time?
Disney World. Me and Hank, my emotional sport alligator, we did it all.
Please tell me you weren't swimming in the Seven Seas Lagoon again.
Well, not this time. We rode the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, crushed some turkey legs, and we washed it down with a couple of Dole Whips. And the best part, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Sounds like a great day so far. What happened?
Well, we're running late, and I'm sprinting to the front row of the show, and it starts, and the music's playing, and crowds are clapping. I got carried away. I got this bright idea. I'm going to stage dive to Hank. I jumped, Hank tried to catch me, and pop, my back went out midair.
Well, I'm glad you came, because Dr. Finn's going to get you fixed right up.
Well, next time we're sitting in the back row.
You don't have to do a Disney stage dive to get back pain, neck pain, headaches, or numbness in your arms and legs. Come see us at Fenn Chiropractic for exceptional care to help your body heal itself the right way. Book your appointment online today at fennchiro.com. That's FENNCHIRO.com.
Your business depends on technology every single day. But when your systems slow down, your business slows down with them. That's where I2X Solutions comes in. From legal to financial firms to healthcare, nonprofits, and professional services, I2X Solutions helps organizations stay secure, connected, and productive with technology solutions tailored to their exact needs. Need proactive cybersecurity, cloud migration support? Visit i2xsolutions.com or call 692-3796 now and learn how I2X Solutions can protect your business, power your success.
Injured? Call attorneys who care. Facing Brooks, offices, Tallahassee.
Hi, this is Gary Parsons with Cafe de Martin, and we're thrilled that we're back open for lunch from 11 to 3. And we're now serving dinner on Sunday nights, too. And let's be honest, finding a great dining spot in Tallahassee on a Sunday night isn't easy. But it is easy with Cafe de Martin, open Tuesday through Sunday with live music on the weekends. Come see us at Cafe de Martin and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other special events.
At Wrench Blisters Garage, we don't have marble floors or leather couches. What we do have is grease under our nails, calluses on our palms. At Wrench Blisters, we earn fixing cars the honest way by working hard, just like your car or truck. If you need the auto repairs, bring it to the guys who still turn their own wrenches. At Wrench Blisters Garage, we earn our name.
Wrench Blisters Garage. Yeah, we earn our name. Wrench Blisters Garage.
Find us online at wrenchblistersgarage.com.
Harnessing the power of the sun, delivering the highest quality drinking water, we are warming homes and fueling industries. And behind every service, there's a dedicated team. They're your neighbors, friends, and family. We are connected, and together, we are stronger. Day and night, rain or shine, the City of Tallahassee Utilities is working for you.
I'm Keith Gross, And I know that seniors built this country. They shouldn't be crushed by inflation after a lifetime of hard work. I'll fight to lower cost, protect Social Security, and bring common sense back to Washington. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
After a storm, your home may need repairs, but be careful who you hire. Unlicensed contractors can cost you more than money. They can put your home and your family at risk. Unlicensed contractors often lack the proper training and insurance, leaving you vulnerable.
Whether you're just waking up or just driving in, the Greg Tish Show has you covered.
Look at you see how sad Jason got when you came over here?
Yeah, I know.
Did you see him pouting during the break?
I kind of already missed him there, though.
He just literally kicked his arms back and just started crying because I said, Tate, come in with me.
Well, the day's
for the
shot
final
now. He stole me, Greg.
for the final segment. So we talked about you earlier. And we went down a rabbit hole and we found out the origins of Texas toast.
Whoa, you got to tell me.
Texas.
Did it originate into? Wow, huge! What a reveal.
Why? What was it? Wiley WW something? They called him Triple W.
I think it was Willie.
Wiley WW.
Wiley's a Texas name. I like Wiley more.
He worked at a restaurant, and they brought the bread in. It was too thick to go in the toaster, and he goes, "Why don't you just put some butter and garlic on it and put it in the oven?"
No way.
And then so Jason and I were going, that's kind of, we're not really sure we trust that story because, what did people do before there were toasters?
Yeah, right. That's a good point.
They weren't cutting up bread really thin.
Yeah.
Because before sliced bread, you had to slice of your own.
Right.
And you didn't have a toaster. So, but then another chef from another one of those restaurants, the same franchise, said that they invented it. But both in Texas. What was the one city, Jason, that you knew way too much about? The little Austin?
Denton, Texas.
Well, you said both in Texas? I feel like that's a very Texas thing to do, though, is like get some toast, a toast idea. Be like, I made that.
But we were also like, who was the first to market it as Texas toast?
Oh, interesting.
Because you could go in that restaurant and order Texas toast. They probably didn't trademark it.
Right.
But who trademarked it and then started selling it frozen?
I don't know, because now that I think about it, the only if you go to buy Texas toast, it's usually just great value Texas toast.
Texas toast.
You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a Texas toast brand.
Is there a Texas toast brand? That's what we need. That's what we need to find out. I don't know.
Does Jason know?
The plot thickens.
Or is it Pepperidge Farm
the bread
Texas
thickens.
toast?
I think there is a brand called Texas Toast. I think.
I don't believe it.
Yellow label.
But then aren't they all yellow?
That's right.
I don't know, man.
I'm thinking of great value when I answered yesterday.
No, it's all like Kohl's garlic Texas toast, New York gluten-free Texas toast, New York bakery Texas toast with real garlic. So Texas toast is just a style.
I got to admit, up until this morning, I've given very little thought in my life to Texas toast.
But now aren't you glad?
But man, now
the last day,
I could do a TED talk on it.
I got to tell you one thing that they're probably 5-6 years ago, there was the great bread war of Twitter.
The bread war?
There was a huge bread war.
Who won?
I don't remember, whatever side I was on.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a buddy of mine that his take was that he was substituting bread for certain things. I was like, well, then so I had my team saying, well, it's no longer that because it was pretty nasty for like 6 months. I mean, the great bread war. You can jump on Twitter and just type in #bread war.
Maybe there's some Texas toast answers in there.
I don't know if Texas toast ever got brought up.
Man, they needed somebody like me in that fight.
So if I type in bread war Twitter, it'll pop up all your posts.
Oh, I don't.
X, coach. You got to type in X now.
So true.
Let's see. But
well, I don't know. I have any Texas toast, Greg, but could I interest you in some snack pack?
Classic.
Loves a snack.
I thought I was your snack pack.
You're my Huckleberry.
Jason's a snack pack chocolate guy. I've
You know,
noticed.
I am. I really dig it.
I like
really
the vanilla
do.
though, dude. That's
Ew.
or the swirl. Remember the swirls?
I do. I remember
Those
the
are
swirls.
good.
Yeah,
I like those.
Just like that old chocolate, man. It's good stuff.
So Tate came up with an idea, and I need to reach out to Alan at Challenger Learning Center that to do movie trivia, but instead of a restaurant gift card, it's a movie gift card.
Very good. Very good.
Movie date. Man.
I dig it, man. Let's do it ASAP.
I will text Alan and I'll say, give us some passes. But we've got to put like restrictions on it.
Maybe it's got to hear me out. Maybe it's like they got to answer like a certain amount of questions. It can't just be one correct answer.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I can't give out like, all right, this weekend, whatever movie is starting, you can't go see it like the first time. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
true,
there'd be a
true,
lot of
true.
limitations.
What do they? Maybe Challenger has gift cards for just anything because they have movies every weekend, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm sure Alan's listening. He'll let me know. Andy.
Hey, it's Andy Cohen, and it's time to spin the Florida Farm Bureau
The
Insurance
best.
Wheel of Food. Give me a call, 850-671-FARM, for your insurance needs. Now, spin that wheel.
I found the bread war on Twitter.
You did.
All right, today we got Dick Mondell's on Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food. Go down and get yourself a big bag of Dick Mondell's. And if you get the large fries, get it for 2 people.
Hello.
Their fries, that ain't the only thing that their burgers ain't the only thing that are big down there.
Hey,
their
now.
fries also.
The winner is Selena. Oh, that I had wings of a dove. From the 55th Psalm.
Okay.
Oh,
man,
Selena.
That was something. All right. Hey, Jason, y'all be better people today than you were yesterday. Everybody else, you do the same. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, my last week before my vacation.
Hey.
The great bread war of Twitter was in 2018.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, almost 10 years. Wow. Nothing.